It's Survivor Series time, and I'm thankful for my team of Hulkamaniacs. I'm thankful because I'm rich and you're not.
I'm thankful for having Damien and the DDT.
You know what we're thankful for? We don't have to fight each other.
Oh, yeah. I am thankful that I am the only man worthy of being the Macho King. Oh, yeah.
I'm thankful for the privilege of living right here in the good old US of A. Tough guy. I'm thankful I've got the big earthquake on my side.
What I'm thankful for Thanksgiving, for my polka dot.
I'm thankful for the judges I serve.
I'm thankful for wrestling, cutting, and strutting.
I'm thankful for my good looks.
I'm thankful for having the most ravishing body in the WWF. I'm thankful because I ate Ricky Rude.
I am thankful for being the world's smartest man.
I'm thankful for being absolutely perfect. Yeah, we're thankful for having sardine stuffing and our turkey tonight.
I'm thankful for spending Thanksgiving with all the members of the Heenan family.
Thanksgiving every day, but especially this day, as the Warriors give me the intensity to deliver the pair at Survivor Series. It is going to be a war!
This is Doc Gallows and the Machine Gun Carl Anderson, and you're listening to Turnbuckle Throwbacks with Phil, Jay, and that pain-in-the-ass Choppy, and that's just
too sweet ski. Woo-hoo.
What this network needs, this network gets. I promise you that.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening.
Broadcasting live from Shaolin, Staten Island, New York City.
Freak Show Central.
Where's that?
New York City.
It's the Turnbuckle Throwbacks Wrestling Podcast with Phil, Jay, and that pain in the ass, Choppy. On Rant EM Radio, proud member of the Shining Wizards Network and Dark Satellite Media.
What am I thankful for? My polka dot! Yes, baby.
You know what I'm thankful for?
What are you thankful for?
The War Games!
The War Games, if you will. Everybody likes Thanksgiving and turkey and giblets and whatnot.
Giblets, oh.
I like giblets.
Giblets?
Giblets. That's Texas for inside innards of the turkey.
I was just going to say gizzards.
Listen, it's my fucking show, if you will. All right, episode 384, the Turnbuckle Throwbacks, impromptu Thanksgiving Eve gimmicks.
Wow, are we going to have like alcohol and get fucked up and shit on Eve? Because that's what people do.
Oh, tomorrow I plan on getting fucked up.
Oh, yeah. I got like nice Cabernet for tomorrow.
Yeah. I got Coquito.
Oh, yeah. What is a Coquito? Is that a bitch drink? What is that?
That's Puerto Rican. That's Puerto Rican fucking delicious. It's Puerto Rican eggnog. Ugh. You're out of your mind.
Coconut
I hate egg.
Oh,
I hate eggnog.
I hate eggnog too.
But this is not eggnog.
Okay, good.
This is fucking delightful. All right. Let's see. We're not supposed to be here today, but we are.
Too fucking bad.
Choppy thought it was Friday.
I thought it was Friday. So they were like, "Oh, let's put All Elite Wrestling on." I was like, "Why is this going to be on?"
Yeah, why are we putting on AEW?
It's Wednesday. I'm like, "Oh, that's right." Right now, we're watching Eagle Eye with fucking what's his name from Transformers.
Who's that?
The dude from Transformers. What's his name? I always forget his name.
Shia LaBeouf.
The guy from Holes. That's what it was.
Do it. Come on.
All right, we're live. We're not live on the rant. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook because the Wizards have the feed tonight. I forgot they do the AEW post show.
Fuck them.
Happy 9th anniversary.
Happy 9th anniversary, fellas.
Oh, you know what? I love them. Yeah. Not very much, but I do love them. But they're good guys when they want to be.
They are.
They want to be.
Just to let Bowman know, I am wearing shoes today.
He has no choice. It's 45 degrees outside.
No, I would walk barefoot out there if I could. Is that Sarah Michelle Gellar? Wow, she looks fucking hot. It looked like her, at least.
No, it's not.
No,
that's the chick from.
No, not her. The one that was with the chick.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
This one is like. This one looks like she got hit in the face with a 2x4. Get out of here.
Oh, ho,
ho!
Choppy's a pain in the ass.
Should we play Jay's theme music?
Let's do it.
Shall we?
You know what I just thought about?
This is still great.
If Jay has a theme song, we got to come up with one for you, Philly.
This. I'm telling you.
Wait a minute.
Although Scotty Flamingos.
What was Scotty Flamingo's music?
It was Suicide Solution from Ozzy.
Yeah, it was. Yes, it was.
Yes,
and
it was.
Suicide Blonde from InXS was Chris Candido.
Yeah.
We'll get into that in a few minutes.
Yeah.
I actually thought Suicide Blonde was Sonny's music, and then he just happened to walk into it.
That was probably the best part of this whole tournament.
Yeah.
Was the music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Tracy Smothers in the finals?
We'll talk about that in a few
Yeah,
minutes.
I
but,
can't wait.
How's everybody doing?
Very well. Very well. Happy Wednesday, right?
Happy Wednesday. Anybody in the chat room, Jay? I can't see the chat room.
Nah,
fuck
nobody
the
was in
Wednesday.
the chat room.
No. Who wants to hang out with us on Thanksgiving Eve?
They're all-
Fucking losers.
Wow.
They're all out partying, I
Yeah,
think.
well, 2020, so they're really not partying that much.
Well, they're partying at home with 10 people or less.
Wow.
You know
Yeah,
what?
I
What's
didn't
that?
see anybody.
You know what I'm thankful for? I'm thankful for the show.
Yes.
Thankful for the family.
Yes.
Thankful for the food that we're gonna eat tomorrow.
Yes.
Yes, baby.
You like this hat?
You better like this.
Better like this hat. I have a whole dusty line now in this.
You like this hat?
I sure do.
You better like this hat. That's no lie.
Sure do.
Yo, is that Rosario Dawson?
Wait.
She's fucking hot.
Wait, am I seeing this correctly? So now I'm on the Facebook thing. It's Chris Jericho's got his own clothing apparel now.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, those shirts are fucking dope. I'm gonna get one.
Painmaker, huh?
Chop, I got some new sounds for you, buddy.
Please, just I want to hear these.
The Gary Hart voice.
That there ain't nothing good that's ever come from that filthy white trash honky state of Texas.
That honky state.
Here's one more for you.
Tell you, I know one thing about you, Dusty Rhodes. You're like your mama and your daddy who died drunk in a ditch when he was 42. You were born no good. Dickus Murdoch ain't no better. It's birds of a feather.
You know what you need to get? You need to get yourself a nice little Ronnie Garvin.
Oh, wait, you mean this?
Oh, Dusty Rhodes! Dusty Rhodes!
Oh, Dusty Rhodes!
Dusty
Dusty
Rhodes!
Rhodes! Oh, Dusty Rhodes!
The man was made world heavyweight champion by Dusty Rhodes, and he still talks shit about him even after the guy is in the grave. Poor guy.
Oh, Dusty Rhodes!
On Thanksgiving, that motherfucker won the title.
What an asshole.
Oh, Dusty Rhodes!
Oh, fuck him. But it was funny doing that sound clip, though.
I tell you, man, the Garvin stop has got to be the worst fucking finisher ever made.
Dan Lopez told me not to shit on him. I told him I'm sorry. I have to. I have to, Dan Lopez. I have to.
What about that shin guard with him and fucking Hammer?
You mean Hammer Jammer?
The Hammer Jammer.
Oh,
I don't even.
my man was using the Scorpion Deathlock at one point as his fucking finisher because he knew this fucking figure four was shitty.
Oh, Dusty Rhodes! Dusty Rhodes!
Oh, Dusty Rhodes!
Oh, Dusty Rhodes!
It's like he's trying to be Southern without being Southern.
But he's Canadian, dude.
Yeah, no, he's a fucking
He's a Canuck.
He's a French Canuck.
He's a French Canuck.
He's like the worst of the worst.
Oh, that honky state of Texas.
That honky state.
Oh, man,
Lord.
Jay and I covered most of the news though when you weren't here, except for we got a couple. We'll review Survivor Series. Did you see Survivor Series?
I saw bits and pieces of it. I did see the end where everybody, all the members of BSK came out.
Yeah.
Well, did you see the main event?
I did.
The card was solid, Jay. No?
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns. That was really good.
I really do think that this was definitely one of their best pay-per-views
of the year.
All right.
The year.
Let's run it down.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jay. I'm sorry. You want to finish your point?
No, that's pretty much. I was really surprised. Let's put it that way. I was actually really, really surprised.
The intellectual, the Renaissance man is surprised. Oh my
The intellectual sexual. Big copper pump.
I got it all.
Dan. All right, so the Miz wins the dual brand battle royal. I called that.
Yeah.
So Hammer actually called that. Hammer was here.
When is he going to win the fucking title already? Because you know he's going to get the title.
That's what I was telling Jay the other night.
Well, something's gonna happen. It has to happen with, the Miz and.
I think him and McIntyre are going to feud.
Yeah, because
I don't see him and Roman Reigns feuding. There's no way.
No, I listen, because Roman Reigns is still a heel per se, but he's still in between.
What about that low blow in that that match?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I like the fact that they kind of saved McIntyre with that finish.
Yeah, I when we get there, I have a few thoughts.
All right, so question for you though. So if he's not going to beat Roman Reigns, I'm sorry, I'm talking about the Miz. If he's not going to beat Roman Reigns, is whoever beats Roman Reigns transitional, and then this guy cashes in, Miz cashes in?
I think he's going to cash in on McIntyre.
I think he's going to cash in and lose.
No, he's going to cash in and win.
Nah, I don't think so.
Dude,
is he going to pull Damian Sandow?
I think he's going to pull Damian Sandow. Yeah,
you think so?
It's been. You know when was the last time the Miz held the world title?
Just look at how
9 years.
Look at how he's being booked though. They're a comedy. It's Abbott and Costello.
It's a comedy gimmick.
Laurel and Hardy.
But you know how Vince is with comedy gimmicks.
Yeah.
When you least expect it.
Everything gimmicks. Everything gimmicks.
And when you least expect it, I'm telling you, the Miz is going to cash in and actually get that belt.
Yeah, man.
But
so says Chopstradamus.
Chopstradamus.
Listen, he has been right in the past.
Men's Survivor Series elimination match. Team Raw beats Team SmackDown.
I was not a fan of this.
It was all right.
It was good. I mean, and we called it though. Raw has to win.
I liked AJ as the team captain.
Yeah.
You see that big doof he's with?
Oh, you mean the fake Diesel? He reminds me of Diesel, the way he's standing out.
He's a Wakandan Diesel.
Yeah, the Ugandan Diesel.
Ugandan Diesel. Ooh, I found the name of the fucking episode. Ugandan Diesel. Gobble, gobble.
He's got to be like what 7'4", 7'5". He's a big dude.
Yeah.
But what do you think about with Seth Rollins?
Well, they phased him out because he can have his kid.
That's what I figured, right?
Fuck Rollins.
Exactly.
He's not coming back.
He is so fucking stale, even as a heel. He needs to go away for at least a year or two. I can't stand him.
Well, let's not get crazy, buddy. He's gonna get away a couple months. He'll be away.
No, he's gonna go for a year.
He'll be back in time. But what does Becky do? He'll be back for the Rumble.
She's got to be due.
Oh no, she's due soon. She's due. Oh yeah. Big time.
All right.
She looks better. I don't know if you've seen her, but she looks better at not being a redhead anymore.
Oh no, I haven't seen a picture of her.
My first match of the night: New Day versus the Street Profits. Holy shit,
this was
solid.
a great match.
That was a solid match.
A really, really good match.
I am still not sold on the Street Profits. I don't know.
I was talking about that with Hammy the other day. I said, your Uncle Choppy's not very keen on the Profits. He looked at me and goes, but why?
Yes.
But why? He nephew said, but why?
What's his name? The
Montez
Ford. He's just too over the top for me. It's just way too much for me.
But once again, it goes back into what you were saying, like, Vince loving that. Like, and like him cutting a promo and Gorilla right there, like, Vince has just fucking got a hard on in the side. Listening to it.
Montez Ford is a phenomenal in-ring competitor. But his character, I can't get behind it. I like his wife better than him.
Oh yeah,
Bianca Belair, she's so good,
so good.
She's a future
WWE.
She's a future world champion, hands down.
Yeah, she's solid, man. I like.
She's
her
really
a lot.
good.
I like her a lot. Let's keep it moving. Let's see. The next match was Sloppy Lashley versus Sami Zayn.
Ugh. Yeah, we kind of seen this going.
I didn't see this match, but I'm just want to ask you guys a question. Did Sloppy Lashley injure Sami Zayn again like he did last time?
No. Didn't injure him, but it was very sloppy.
Ugh.
It was.
Maybe these two just don't have chemistry.
Yeah, it's a hard. I mean, listen, Sami Zayn can bump for anybody.
No, it's just Bobby Lashley's fucking terrible. Let's be honest here.
He may be terrible, but I'll tell you right now, he had a really good match with fucking Keith Lee on Raw.
Yeah,
I mean, he can have good matches when guys carry him, but he's fucking sloppy as hell. That guy. I'm sorry, he's a sloppy bastard.
Who's worse? I'm going to ask you guys again. Who's worse, him or Ahmed Johnson?
Oh, Ahmed Johnson, hands down.
Yeah.
At least Lashley has a little more ring sense to him. I'll give him that.
Come on, he had the Pearl River plunge.
Yeah, he almost paralyzed several people with it.
And himself.
Maybe they didn't tuck their necks in properly.
Listen, you leave Big T alone.
Big small T.
Big swell this. Asuka Koneche, the Raw Women's Champion, versus Sasha Banks. This was a good match.
This was a great match.
This was really good. I enjoyed this.
Can I? Oh, there's our boy Adam Page, the face.
Adam Page, the face of AEW. Yep. Yeah, man.
For show.
Full shizzle.
Anyways, I want to lay down on this couch because it's very comfortable.
Why don't you have a seat there, partner?
Yeah.
I think that damn 19-5 he is. Holy shit.
He must work out.
He does.
What's up there, Gordon Post? How are you, sir?
I think that I feel bad for fucking Asuka because with all the work that she's put in the last year, she doesn't make the money that she's supposed to be making. I don't know if you saw the new salaries that were released.
No, I didn't see it.
Apparently, Asuka's making $250,000 a year.
Get out.
Whereas Alexa Bliss, who hasn't won a fucking world title in like 2 years, is making $100,000 more than she is.
Whoa.
Are you fucking kidding me? The workhorse is making less than the comedy gimmick right now.
But is that like downside guarantee? Is like that's not including merch shit, or is that
that's just like your based guarantee?
Whoa.
And I feel terrible for her.
Asuka has to be making more money on merch than Alexa Bliss.
I'm sure she is, but
has to be.
She needs to be making more money base salary wise. She should be
Whoa.
making more, but she's not.
I know.
Look at the fucking. I hate the Dark Order. They fucking suck.
I'm an Alex Reynolds guy though, from when he was in PWS.
I'm a Coca.
What about John? What about John Silva?
No,
I'm a Coca Cabana guy.
Watch some of his.
He's fighting right now.
Watch some of his indie
How
stuff.
tall is this mook?
John Silva. He has a match with Brian Cage and PW. Like I said, Spock. I actually meant to write him before. I've seen that he messaged me. He's got a bunch of PWG stuff. Yo, they have a great match with him, John Silver against Brian Cage.
I believe you.
Great fucking match.
Women's Survivor Series elimination match. Nia Jax did not hurt anybody.
Surprisingly.
Shayna Baszler, Lacey Evans, Peyton Royce, and Lana beat Natalia, Bailey, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott. Lana was not allowed to be tagged in. You knew that was coming. She was going to win the whole thing.
Yeah, you can kind of see what like it was just about how they were going to do it. But I mean, if anything,
holy shit,
Bianca Belair is a fucking star. She's gonna be WrestleMania bound.
She should have won the NXT title before she left NXT. And
I agree with that. Yes,
never gave it to her.
And your main event of the evening: Roman Reigns, the Universal SmackDown champ, versus the Raw champ Drew McIntyre.
I enjoyed this match.
I really like this.
This is match of the night for me.
I really like this match.
These guys, I'm telling you right now, they had such chemistry.
Yes.
Like it was almost flawless.
You could tell they had chemistry at the Royal Rumble. They were the last two in the Rumble match, and they had really good chemistry.
Yep.
So,
yeah, this was Drew. I keep wanting to say Drew Galloway, but Drew McIntyre really looked amazing in this match.
Oh yeah, he did.
And the fact that he was able to come across as just somebody that needed to basically Jey Uso came down, and you can kind of see that coming. But I was kind of hoping something a little bit different. I don't know what I was hoping for, but that was like a little bit. It keeps Drew McIntyre's heat, his steam. But it's like to me, it's just like you couldn't think of another way to book it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what it is. Even if you can, he could slip on a banana peel and still regain that. And I would even like it more if Roman Reigns held the fucking rope. I think if he would have held the rope and won that way.
You know what I like about Roman Reigns' character right now is that he doesn't have to do anything like devious or heelish to win a match. People already still hate him no matter what.
Yeah.
So even if he adds that little extra, something like pulling the tights or low blow or rake of the eyes, it's just gonna make people hate him even more.
Yeah.
And I think Roman Reigns is definitely holding on to that title until Mania.
Oh, with that, if not longer,
probably longer. But I tell you right now, Drew McIntyre, you could probably do anything to him and it won't matter. He's a star.
Yep, without a doubt. But I really enjoyed that match, and then of course the final farewell, which
that ain't gonna be the final farewell.
You don't think so?
No, I think so. And
I think so.
I think so. And he was on Austin's podcast a second time.
Yeah, I saw that.
And he kind of solidified it. And I was hoping and praying that this was going to be the last because there's absolutely nothing else for him to do right now.
Yeah.
I hope so too. But you know how Vince is. When Mania rolls around, he's like, hey, buddy, you want to go do it?
Yeah.
Paul,
Yeah.
Get Taker. I need him one more time.
Yeah.
Dust them off.
Yeah, can you work with the big fat colored guy, Keith Lee? Sir, you can't say colored. God damn it, where's Paul? Oh! No, seriously.
Where's Dunn?
Where's Dunn? There's absolutely no. I'm telling you right now. I mean, you've
done well.
Done well. He's done well. He's done well for himself for 30 years.
Yeah.
He's exhausted all his resources. There's no one else for him to really fight that's significant.
I agree. Because where can you go with him? And I think if you see guys like a Mick Foley, like Ric Flair, you can even throw Hogan in there. Like when you're supposed to retire, you're supposed to retire. Don't retire and then make yourself a caricature of what you used to be. I think he does see that. I think he's looking at it in a big picture.
Listen, the reason he's lasted as long as he has is not because he wanted to do it. It's because Vince. Vince is like, hey, buddy, you want to come back?
Hey, let's go to Saudi Arabia.
I'll give you $3 million to go to Saudi Arabia.
Mont Spock dropping in. He says, not to be tacky, I just want to say I'm very thankful for you guys and taking some knuckleheads from Milwaukee into the crew.
Spock.
Yeah, man. You
got some great beer.
We appreciate, most of all, we appreciate you most of all, and everybody who's been with us this year. It's been a rough fucking year, man.
Yeah.
Like January 1st cannot come quick enough for us, for me anyway. For the city, for this country.
Yeah.
I'm thankful that I'm still alive. Thankful I'm still doing this. I'm thankful I didn't take a hostage.
I'm thinking about having killed anybody yet.
I'm thankful for finally getting my fucking head straight, and it took a couple of years to set me straight, but I'm finally feeling like I'm getting some shit going.
That's good.
Yeah.
So it's a work in progress, as we say around the way. We have good beer and some really shitty beer, but you got good cheese.
Yeah, you got good cheese.
And your football team sucks balls, but I like your basketball team. You guys are aight, But yeah, man, thank you. We love you. Most importantly, for sticking by us. We love everybody for sticking by us, man. Working on year 9 ourselves.
Yeah, we're getting there.
We're getting there.
It's gonna get there. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
We got something big for December 4th, guys. So keep it locked.
Did you book that?
It's already booked.
It's booked.
It's booked.
Okay.
I told
easy.
I told the person 9 o'clock, or actually I'm actually gonna message him and be like, hey, do like 10 minutes after 9. So
all right,
we got something special for you on December 4th.
And the Brewers too. I like your baseball team. Yeah, December 4th. Choppy just let it out of the bag. What's up there, Cuzzy Rich? Is anybody see Richie? Anybody see Richie?
Anybody seen Richie?
I mean, I got to contribute some way to the fucking show.
I appreciate. This was all Choppy. Matter of fact, you're gonna run the interview. By the way,
that's fine.
Oh yeah,
you're gonna run. This is your baby.
I got quite a few.
Do you want me to translate?
Yeah, you need to translate though.
No, don't give away the. Don't give it away. Don't give it away. But don't do that. I don't because we don't. Nobody speaks to fucking the gypsy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, fuck you.
Oh, now it just gave it away.
God, you're such a bag of douche, man. Give me some Pee Wee Herman.
Okay. We have
that shit never gets old.
We have an amazing guest for you guys on December 4th. Choppy put this all together on the social media. So
I did the best that I could. No, it was me and Jay actually. Me and Jay did it.
I did it for Jay.
I did it for the gypsies.
I did it for the gypsy.
Speaking of gypsies, that girl Killer Kelly was the one who I told you about.
She got released.
She got released, and she's actually a gypsy.
Oh, there you go.
She is she's from Portugal. She was trained by some guy named Brito. Some Bammer Brito was the name of the guy who trained her. But she also works in England most of the time, anyways.
What's the capital?
In Portugal?
Yeah,
Lisbon,
right?
Or as I like to say, Lisboa.
Yeah.
Yo, Adam Page is killing it, dude.
But
against what's his name, Silver.
What did you guys think about with the final farewell? Like them piping in the crowd noise.
Well, you have to. You have to though.
I understand why. I get it, but you're taking the realness out of it. So like Choppy was saying, like I feel like this is the last goodbye, whatever, the final farewell. But to me, there's no doubt in my mind they took the realness out of it. Like what was different with Arn Anderson's fucking goodbye and fucking Edge's goodbye and Daniel Bryan's goodbye was fucking real. Like this was 3/4 gimmick, 1/4 real.
You don't think? Like I still think they're going to do something else with him because they want him.
They'll do something.
because they want him in front of a crowd to get the real reaction. You know?
I hope so. We were saying that last week. Like, that's something that is going to be missing from this. But to me, like, I didn't like I wished you could see an interaction with the guys, and by the way, Midian, what the fuck happened to him?
Well, he got old. He's 50 now.
Jesus Christ. And I wanted to see like a reaction, interaction with them. And,
it was nice to see the BSK guys in there.
It was.
I thought it was
great. I agree.
And can I just say something? Does Godfather age?
No, not at all.
He's got the Billy Gunn effect. He doesn't age at all.
Black don't crack, homie.
So what's Billy Gunn's excuse?
Did you see Rick
Billy
Flair?
Gunn's just a specimen.
Did you see Ric Flair greet Henry Godwin like a fan?
Flair's a tool sometimes, I swear to God. By the way, I was listening to Busted Open this week, and Bubba Ray had something to say about the final farewell, obviously.
When Ric Flair walked in the ring, he was like,
Hey, girls, what's causing all this, huh?
Undertaker's what causing all that. So I was listening to Bubba Ray, and he was like, this is the reason why the business of today is so watered down.
Yes.
And you could just tell, but he was looking at the mass inside the ring. You could tell the difference of the type of wrestler that we had back in the day to what we have now. And it was so much better, is what he said.
Because the reason why you can't see Chop is because he's lounging on the couch. That's why.
Choppy's too busy farting away on Phil's couch right now.
Thank you.
And he's very lazy right now. He doesn't feel like sitting.
Yes, I see that.
But yeah, I mean, other than that, I really thought it was good. I love the effect of him coming into the ring like he did on that scissor lift thing or whatever. That I like, but and I wish it was longer. I wish it was just real. Right? Am I saying that wrong? Like,
no, it's fine.
It needed a crowd.
It needed a crowd.
That's why I'm saying it's not going to be the last for all.
You did see that he did get fucking choked. It looked like he got choked up anyway.
Yeah, he tried not to get choked up, but he did.
But them piping in fucking thank you Taker, like,
what?
I don't know, maybe at the end I would have liked it, but throughout the whole fucking thing, I didn't need to hear.
You know who I was really excited to see come out as a surprise was Savio Vega.
Yeah,
that was so fucking cool to see Vega there. I was like, yo, look at the Puerto Rican sensation over here.
And especially he's still signed to MLW and everything, like,
TNT.
Yeah.
Wow. No, the Dark Order's out and about to beat the shit out of fucking Hangman.
If you guys had to give a grade, what's the grade?
For the whole show?
For the whole show.
Oh, definitely a B+, A-.
I was gonna go A- range.
It was really good, man. For the E, the call was pretty good.
For the E, that's huge.
I'm gonna give it an A. I am gonna give it a solid A. It was done very well. To me, the match that really made it an A for me was the Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre match, because it told a really, really good story. And this is the right now, this era that we're in right now, where we have no crowds. This is a type of era where we should be telling great stories, not worrying about flashy moves and high spots.
And that was it.
Give me a fucking story, God damn it. This is what I'm taking Phil's words. Give me a fucking story. Because right now is the best way to fucking sell. It's time to fucking sell. Show those facial expressions.
Yeah.
Give me a fucking story. Stop with the fucking flippity flip-flop bullshit all the time. And I'm not trying to discredit NXT or AEW, because they have great matches, but now is the time.
You're right.
To cut the bullshit, be safe, and tell a story. A perfect example is Roman Reigns. So far, he's been hitting it out of the park every single time he has a pay-per-view, man.
And it was funny because you could see him even during the match, like he was looking at Samoa Joe, like, watch this, like he's like,
yeah,
you think,
you
and
saw
like
that?
He was almost, and it's almost like a small seed could have been planted.
Yeah, dude.
Whereas, why not? Like, granted, Samoa Joe's a Raw commentator, but why not go to fucking SmackDown?
I would love to
challenge
see
him?
that.
Oh, without a doubt. Come on. And it's, the story's already made there for you. So to me, I agree with you, because that's absolutely what they need to be doing. And Reigns has been doing a great fucking job of being in that ring, talking shit, getting it done.
Fucking bullshit!
Hybrid Squared and Top Flight. Okay.
Top Flight.
Hey, yo.
Top Flight's a new team that they got signed. They just got signed, I think, this week.
Well, look at the cleaner. Cleaner's on the screen right now.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yo, look at that mullet. That mullet's fresh.
Yo, speaking of
Kenny Omega.
Goodbye and good night.
how many mullets did we see during that fucking throwback?
Holy shit, Devin Storm had the only dope ass mullet. That That was the mullet of the fucking year.
I'll tell you right now, if fucking Tracy Smothers had cut his hair properly, he would have had the mullet of the night.
Oh yeah.
But Devin Storm definitely had the mullet.
By the way, I was telling Phil. By the way, Tabor came in towards the end, so I just told her about it. I was like, "You got to see this guy, Tracy Smothers." She's like, "I don't know, he's all right." And then I showed him stuff from his indie stuff, like when he's just shitting on crowds everywhere. She's like, "That's my new favorite wrestler." Like he's just telling guys, he goes, "This isn't Facebook." Whoever in the crowd, like, "This isn't Facebook. I'll come out there and punch you in the face."
Yeah, top fights from Minnesota. Mott's Boxing and ROH is telling some good stories. ROH is back, by the way.
ROH is killing
They're
it.
killing it.
Killing it.
Mike Bennett.
I
and
fucking called that
Mike
shit.
Bennett.
Wait, what was it? What happened with Mike Bennett? I know he was
back.
What did he do
bitches.
though?
He's back.
Did you
He's
join
back
up
with Taven.
Oh, he was
Yeah.
but as a babyface though.
Yeah.
That's what I figured.
The fuck did you do? Did you break the microphone cord?
No, I was trying to go Lemmy. Hold on.
big-
Let me
you
check-
big-
let me try to go Lemmy.
in the mystery. I got a turn in my fucking pants.
But yeah, no, ROH is definitely doing it too, and Impact too. But I think I just read that Doc Gallows is out injured.
Did you hear what they did on Impact?
God.
Hold on a second, cuz we don't need flips and shit. Yes, we do. Doing flips and shit. That's for Rob.
Do you hear what they did?
Wow.
They did a parody of AJ Styles.
The
and-
wee nominal.
Yeah,
one.
they did.
the wee nominal one.
That's not for nothing, but there's no doubt they had to call AJ. For
No, they did. That was
Yeah.
the I believe Carl Anderson that said we called AJ just to see if he's okay
Yeah.
with it. I'm sure he would have been okay with it regardless.
And you know,
'cause-
Bad Luck Fale had something to say about that. You know that?
No, what did he say?
He said this.
Just one thing. Fuck the one sweet. Too sweet for life.
that's great.
Fuck the one sweet.
Where'd you get that one? That's new.
Yeah.
That's great.
Fuck the one sweet.
Oh.
But yeah, no. So and that's what it is, especially in even MLW. They had a great match with Davey Boy Smith Jr. against Jacob Fatu, and that was a great. I think Fatu, he won the match, but now all of a sudden Hammerstone's calling out fucking Fatu.
Hammerstone.
Yeah.
It was only a matter of time before he got.
That's my guy.
Yo,
Yeah.
did you hear the story with Hammerstone?
And his wife, his girlfriend has cancer.
Oh no,
The
no,
Pit Casino.
I didn't even hear that.
Oh yeah, she has. Yeah, he's been very vocal about it on
Oh
Twitter.
shit! No, I was saying how he was gonna get signed by the E, was sent down. Let's just say he was supposed to start in May.
Mhm.
Whatever. He quits his job. He was working somewhere. Quits his job. Tells everybody, "Yep, I'm gonna be down there. This and that." Doesn't hear anything. Calls up, and they said, "Oh yeah, we're not gonna go that way. There's too many people down here." He made all of his fucking life decisions. Life changed everything around,
And he
then-
got signed and everything.
He didn't get signed, but he was going to go down there. He was more or less signed without signing the fucking paperwork. He was told, show up at this date, get your affairs in order. We got you. And did that. And fucking, they kind of went back on the deal. And he said, he goes, yo, I almost quit wrestling then. He says, I was done. He goes, at that point, what's the fucking point? And then I guess court, takes him over in MLW, and he's a fucking star in MLW. So, so if there's any reason why sometimes they shit on the E, why they get some bad press,
They do a lot of shitty things like that, man.
That's exactly it.
I mean, look what happened with fucking what's her name with fucking Zelina Vega, man.
Yeah.
I-
That's getting some traction.
Supposedly, the reason the nail in the coffin for her was she opened up an was it OnlyFans?
OnlyFans, yeah.
OnlyFans account, and that's what was supposedly the nail in the coffin. I'm telling you right now, when she said the word union on her fucking Twitter feed, it was
that's definitely it.
over. It wasn't.
But by the way, so the SAG, what is it? SAG Nastra.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The president who is
Andrea Zuckerman from Beverly Hills 90210.
Who would have thought of that? By the way, I was like yesterday years old when I found that out. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Oh yeah, I knew that already.
But she's like, she had a conversation with Zelina, and
Oh, did she, Jay?
Oh yeah, she had a conversation right after the show.
and supposedly, I guess it's been brought to light. So now it's gaining traction. I don't think it's going to go far.
Wait until next year. What happens next year?
I don't think it's So now supposedly too, Andrew Yang.
Yes, exactly.
Andrew Yang
it's
is part of Biden's, and he's stated on Jericho's podcast that he would just do something about it.
Yeah, he's gonna change the whole employee schematic over there on
Independent. And listen, I mean, we can take a little bit of a dive into it, but it's what that'll do is just, and like we were just saying about Asuka and Alexa Bliss. Granted, maybe it should be evened out a little bit more, but that's going to all of a sudden even out the pay scales. All of a sudden, you're 350 grand, 500 grand. That's going to get cut in half, if not 3 fucking quarters. And you know what I mean? And like
the fact that these men and women are getting paid peanuts right now for putting their bodies on the line the way they do, and don't get fairly compensated for it.
I don't know. I don't think peanuts is accurate.
I think it is, because think about it. How is that a woman like Asuka? She's a fucking thoroughbred in that ring. She's won
a fucking thoroughbred, Chaloots. I'm sorry.
She's a fucking Haas. At least I think so.
Haasa.
And she's phenomenal in that ring. And you mean to tell me that girl's only worth $250,000 to you?
What? No. Well, that's. But once again, that's just the base. And once it's same thing. It's like Austin didn't get signed for $1 million, but he made fucking $4 million.
I guarantee you, Becky Lynch is making at least $2 million a year, and she didn't fucking do anything.
Well, listen,
exactly.
That may be another story, but to me, that does change the pay dynamic in a sense, and it goes back to everybody. Talks about with Jesse Ventura when Jesse Ventura did it, and I think he did it around WrestleMania 2, right? That's when he was trying to unionize.
Well, he was trying to unionize because he wasn't
at WrestleMania 3 because he just got done doing
he had just
Predator.
He had just finished doing Predator, and he wanted to get his make unionized wrestling, but instead of going unionized wrestling, he went with SAG.
I ain't got time to bleed.
Ain't got time to bleed.
Is this Hobbs?
Yeah, Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yo, he's a
heel Hobbs now.
Heel Hobbs.
Why is he dressed like Taz?
Because he's in Team Taz.
Everyone, but Brian Cage is not dressed like Team Taz.
Because Brian Cage is a fucking loner. He's a rebel.
Well, Ricky Starks not dressed like Team Taz.
Ricky Starks has no shoes. He's Dominican.
But
he doesn't wear socks. Sorry, go ahead.
He but supposedly they this is what they say is that Hogan is the one that fucking poo-pooed it and said there was a chance for it to happen, and then Hogan poo-pooed it because he knew.
Did that come from Ventura?
It came from multiple guys. I think it came from Honky Tonk. I think
I don't believe anything Honky Tonk Man says. He's cancer.
Tracy Smothers, I know, is another one that said it, and he said it was, and once again, I think he got it from Ventura. But think about it. But let's just look at it objectively. It does have a little bit of legs because if we're union, now we're all making the same money. So now Hogan can't get paid what he got paid during these fucking the live events.
Correct.
And so then if he did fucking poo-poo it, like it does make sense. I'm not saying he did or didn't. I'm just saying. And listen, if you're what are we in 86 was WrestleMania 2, WrestleMania 3,
87 was 87.
If you're King Kong Bundy or if you're who's another one from the Heenan family that would have been at 86. Who's going around the loop with him, like you're not going to want to be making the same money.
I have a question. Are you SAG exempt if you do commercials too?
No, because you're an actor.
You're not okay.
You're an actor. When you do commercials.
Yeah, and Hogan was going to be the bass player for Metallica. Well, and Jay and I are on the same level. This is where I agree. I agree. Where it was, I don't think it was Hogan. I don't think it was Hogan who orchestrated all this shit. I think it was a collective of McMahon.
Oh, yeah.
Because at this point, Vince had just got his shit.
Yeah.
Like he was just he bankrolled everything into the first Mania. By the third Mania, he was like, okay, now I think I have what I have, and this is it. And then he ran with it. However, Ventura, being the insane guy that he is, I call him the fucking who's that crazy guy I don't like that fucking played in Damn Yankees. What the fuck's his name?
Oh, Ted Nugent.
He's like the Ted Nugent of fucking wrestling. The older he gets, the more retarded he sounds. And with the conspiracy theories, and he was an alleged Navy SEAL, which never happened. But I love Jesse Ventura as a character. I love Jesse forever. But I'm being objective as well. Yeah. But all I'm saying is that I don't think one person can in that, I mean, listen, I'm not saying Hogan doesn't have any stroke because he did. Obviously, he was the first character to have the creative control and everything else. He set the tone for everything. But I don't think he was the fucking catalyst of them not having a fucking union. I think it was just the way the business was ran at that point because guys were still being cherry picked from the territories. No one had guaranteed the entire roster didn't have guaranteed contracts. Only a couple of guys did. Hogan did. Andre did. At one point,
they got
Macho
paid,
Man
they got
did.
paid by the house. They
got paid by the house. They got paid per diem.
But now once again, just saying, if somebody's going to you, hey, listen, we can be covered by SAG and blah, blah, blah. We can be, nobody's thinking long term.
Yes, Hammer, it is a Wednesday Night Delight. If you listen to if you go on social media, you would know that, my son.
If nobody's thinking as a wrestler 30 years down the road. All right. So that's where Ventura was going. Listen, we can go point counterpoint because now Ventura's telling you guys to look to the future.
No, I agree with you. I'm just saying. I don't think it was Hogan. I don't think it was Hogan who fucking.
If everything we believe to be true about Hogan is a master fucking politician backstage
because he had creative control of his character.
So you mean to tell me he's not going to tell the fucking honky tonk man and whoever the fuck?
Why would he? He has a guaranteed contract.
But he's telling them don't fucking sign on with this guy because hey, listen, we're making the loops. You're getting paid X amount of dollars because you're on the show. I don't know. I think it has legs. That's all.
Even if, for example, they don't unionize after Andrew Yang gets involved, the whole
independent
contractor category needs to be instilled properly.
Because look what's happening. Because now you're saying these people can't do Twitch, they can't do Cameo, and what did the fucking E just do with the final farewell? 30 people or something can get a personalized cameo.
Take is on Cameo.
Yeah, but he's
$1,000 a head.
Yeah. He's still signed by the E,
he's
correct?
Bugging.
He's still signed by the E. So why does he get to do it?
Again,
granted, made his bones, most respected man. Take that aside. That has nothing to do with it. Why does he get to do Cameo and fucking Mia Yim can't?
When Andrew Yang cracks down on the E, that whole quote unquote independent contractor thing is going to be really changed. It's going to be changed, and I'll tell you why. Because if you're an independent contractor, you can go wherever the fuck you want to work.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm an independent contractor.
I'll go to Japan. I'll go to AEW.
I'll go to AEW. I'll go to the Japan. I'll go to the Indies. I'll go to fucking Impact. I'll go to fucking All Japan. I'll go anywhere I want. You can't tell me what I can and cannot do. If I'm, say, for example, an independent contractor and I'm signed for, say, example, 52 weeks out of the year, which means I would just go do Raw and that's it. But then after that, I could do whatever the fuck I want for the rest of the week.
Yeah. I'm signed up for these shows.
That's it.
That's all I'm here.
So here's
for.
the $99,000 question: If you're an independent contracted person, right? Does that change if I give you a guaranteed contract? Let's say I sign you for 38 Raws out of 52. Right? Let's say 50 because I think they do 2 taped ones, the New Year's and the Christmas ones, right? So let's say 50 Raws. I sign you for 38 of them. Okay. Does that mean for the other fucking 12, you can go to All Japan? Or the 12 Mondays that you're not on, you can go to Japan. You can go to fucking.
You could do whatever the fuck you want.
And are you still an independent? Or are you a contracted employee of the company?
You're an independent contractor.
Well, I wonder. You know what? That's something I never really thought of, Phil. Is that if you're an independent contractor, correct? Let's just look at it. From like a common sense type thing, where it's like, all right, Choppy, I'm hiring you to be a plumber. You're an independent contractor. I need you to do this plumbing job, whether it takes you, 3 days or 3 months, whatever the case is. My rate is $20,000. Let's just say.
Yeah.
It takes you 3 months. Now, granted, I may not be happy with the service, but it's still $20,000. Now, if you do something else, now you charge more, but like you said, where does it fall? Where it doesn't say in between then that you can't work for somebody else. Correct? We have an agreement. That's always where it's said to me. But like you said, it's a guaranteed thing.
Here's the thing. I'm an independent contractor.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it.
Through the union.
But through the union.
Correct.
So now you can't work outside your union though. Like
I can if I want to.
Without blowing your spot up. What you did today was not union, correct?
It was not union today.
Correct. So if your union found out you did that, can they pull your card?
No, they cannot.
Because you're an independent contractor.
Correct.
Okay. You didn't sign a contract to fight to do this job that you're currently on.
No.
Correct. Okay. So now my thing is, let's just say Warner Brothers signed you and an entire crew of set dressers to a fucking project for like, I don't know, 50 weeks out of 52 weeks.
Correct.
Or that Wu-Tang thing, let's say hypothetically. Now, let's say you work in 5 days a week. Now, let's say, I don't know, you one of your guys call you up and say, yo, listen, bro, I got this gimmick. I got this gimmick coming up with this thing coming on in Harlem, on Saturdays. I can use an extra guy. But now you're signed to Warner Brothers.
Correct.
Can you still do it?
On Saturdays?
Yes.
Absolutely.
You can.
You want to know why? I'll tell you
It's
why.
not a conflict of interest?
It's not a
Even
conflict.
if it's a different movie company?
Yeah, not a conflict of interest.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. Because here's an example. I worked for Amazon Prime on Miss Maisel on a 1 week.
Right.
And then, on another, and then the next week I worked on something else.
Yeah.
You could work on, I could work on 3 different shows on 3 different days.
Okay, because like we have in EMS, we have the per diem shifts.
Yeah.
Where EMTs and paramedics can sign up for open shifts on my schedule, right?
Yeah.
So they work for the fire department, they work for another garage, like for Northwell or whatever case it may be, right? So the only difference with the fire department, which is fucking insane, if you work for a fire department house in the area of one of my hospitals and you pick up a shift, you're not allowed to work in that area.
Huh.
So
That's strange.
Like we have that. We have Columbia Presbyterian.
Yes.
Now I have a buddy who he works for the fire department. He picks up shifts all the time at Cornell, at the Allen, at the Queens Hospital we have, New York Presbyterian Queens, right? But it's like if he picks up a shift at 17 at Columbia, he can't work it. The fire department won't allow him.
That's crazy.
His union won't allow him. That's why I'm asking you, like, if I gave you a guaranteed contract, you're guaranteed X amount of dollars. You're not getting, let's say you're not getting paid by your hourly rate. Let's say you signed a contract for Warner Brothers. You're getting, I don't know, you're getting $325,000 for the year. Let's just say, hypothetical. Hi, Fallon. Let's just say you're getting that. You could still do that Saturday gimmick.
Absolutely.
See,
and I'll tell you why. Here's an example.
I understand. I'm saying, all I'm saying is like, I feel like with this whole union thing, because it happened to me in my hospital. They tried doing a union and they gave us a raise instead to shut everybody up.
Well,
someone started chirping, and all of a sudden the VPs got their panties in a bunch, and bingo, we got a raise. All around a salary raise.
If you don't mind me asking, how much? It was like a 20% increase or 30% increase?
I got like $1.50, $2.
It's not bad.
No, but the thing was, it was like that was the going rate of whatever, because other garages were getting paid $5 and $6 more an hour than we were, and we're supposed to be like the best in the city, number 5, number 4 in the country. So like how this goes. So now, I hear the mook, but I don't see him. Yeah, because he's fucking sitting on my couch. Farting away.
Who's this?
Fallon.
Oh,
hey. She wants to. How come she doesn't see you? But anyway,
probably could fix the camera.
We could on the break. We'll do it.
Yeah.
So my thing is though, it's like I can't see. My point is, getting back around it. I just can't see one person, even though he had all this stroke backstage. I can't see one person influencing the owner of the company, telling him, because at that point, Hogan wasn't going nowhere.
Well, Vince doesn't want the union.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
Of course not. But Hogan's not going to say, hey, don't do this, don't do that.
You mean to tell me, as Vince McMahon, once again, Vince McMahon is not going to go to Hogan and be like, Hulkster, I need you to fucking talk to these guys for me.
No.
I think so. I disagree.
I disagree wholeheartedly. I disagree. I think, listen, you need a lot of people to talk for a union. That's how unions started in this country.
Yeah.
You need a bunch of people to advocate for a cause, for what you're doing in your line of work. Iron workers, steel workers, fucking his union, the electricians union, Electchester, all the construction, while Buddy Danny works his union. You needed people back in the day to advocate for that particular trade. This trade was not you're a performer. It's almost like the circus.
It is like almost, it's damn near tailor-made for SAG.
Right. So, and my thing is this, like, you're a paid performer, so it's almost like Broadway, the circus, like I said.
Yeah. It's improv.
Yeah. So it's tailor made, as Jay said. It's made for the SAG. Now you're doing cinematic shit. Like now you're acting.
Yeah, like for example, the whole those cinematic matches.
It's been going on and every Fed's doing it now.
Yeah, exactly.
Every Fed's doing it now.
So now you're telling me that these guys are not actors. These guys are actors when they're in the ring. It's still fucking SAG, bro.
Yeah, I listen. I'm all about it. I love Eddie Kingston.
Yep.
Look at the swag in this motherfucker.
Motherfucker is so dope.
Listen to me, especially at that time. There is no doubt in my mind if we are a mid card, fucking opening card act, and Hogan comes to say to Hulk Hogan.
Do I have a guaranteed contract?
No, of course not. You don't.
No, I'm not doing anything. I'm taking my
course
pay.
you don't.
I'm taking my pay, and I'm going home with it. I'm going back to the hotel.
Yeah,
because I don't have a guarantee. Hogan has a guarantee.
Well, he had a guarantee. It wasn't guaranteed, but it was a fucking
everything
guarantee.
Everything was guaranteed. Merchandise, fucking pay-per-view.
Of course.
He creative control.
That was the big thing about going to the E was. It was like it was $150 for 15 days. So it was $1,500 for 15 days. That was the guarantee. That was it. And he's like, anything you make on the backside, it's a what did he call that? It's a opportunity.
Because that's why he left Vern Gagne. Because Vern wanted to charge him money for his t-shirts.
For the merch.
Right.
Yeah.
And he didn't want him to do Rocky. So Hogan was like, "No, I'll go to New York.
Yeah.
And I'll get my shit because
but
whatever."
That's what I'm saying too. Is just like there's no doubt in my mind. If you take somebody that's an underneath guy, Hogan's gonna come talk to you, like, listen, I know Ventura's been saying this stuff, like, we kind of we're not gonna we'll make more money if we do it this way than that way. And dude, you mean to tell me we're underneath guys and we're gonna get a chance to make more money? Yes, I'm taking that as well. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying
it's for me personally. If I'm not guaranteed anything, I'm not saying a fucking word.
Well, we're not getting, but that's the whole idea of being for the union, because then
I'm not saying I'm not for it. I'm just saying, like, if someone came to me, like if Hogan came to me and said, "You don't want this," I'm saying to myself, why wouldn't I want this? You're selling the LGN figures, you're selling the posters and the fucking t-shirts and the fucking vitamins and the jump ropes and the everything else.
Yeah.
Okay, you're selling all that shit. I'm not.
Of course.
I have a t-shirt in the back of the program, but I'm not, like Jake the Snake Roberts. Like Jake was as a heel, first of all, Macho Man's t-shirt, the purple shirt, at one point was the #1 seller in WWF. Almost as big as Hogan before the title, right before Savage's title run.
Yeah.
That was the hottest selling shirt, though Hogan made the most money. Okay. But Savage sold the most merch. Ultimate Warrior, the same thing. He sold fucking squirt bottles and armbands and posters and shit, But that's the thing. I can't if I'm not guaranteed anything, I know when my bread's buttered.
Of course, but
I know my bread's buttered.
Like I said to me, and that's where it started back then, and then obviously it's been dead for years. And because you're kind of going into it. If you get signed, if you're in these big companies, essentially, if you decide to be a professional wrestler, you're foregoing any kind of stability. I mean, is that fair to say?
Right now, yes. In this
I'd even say 20, 25 years ago.
There was no stability at all.
Yeah, ever.
Because you went from place to place. You were a fucking nomad.
There was no stability. So that's what I mean. So to sit there and say that we should be union, shouldn't be, I guess
I don't think you're going to be unionizing wrestling, but I'll tell you right now, they're going to have to change that whole independent contract.
Oh, without a doubt.
They're going to have
once
to.
again, how can listen? Bruce Pritchard does the fucking podcast. How can he do a podcast on the side and monetize it, and I can't? Like I can't do my
Well,
stream.
Here's another thing. What about Xavier Woods getting a contract with G4?
G4 that just happened today.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's
so
another thing.
I'm going to say this, and we'll wrap it up with this. The independent contracting thing, if that becomes an issue with what's his name, Andrew Yang.
Yeah.
If Yang comes to fruition, and makes that possible, I would not be surprised if it finally gets to Vince with the Roman Reigns of the world and those guys, the top guys, because at this point in the game, there is no guarantee. There's only a chosen few guys now who have these guaranteed contracts.
Correct.
The mid-level guys, lower card level guys, the NXT kids, they're all lower. Unless you're Finn Balor or Adam Cole, no one's getting that kind of money.
No.
But that's the thing, and if that comes to fruition, it probably will. And I'll agree with you. It probably will change the game.
It's a game changer.
It'll be that way for soap opera people, for the circus, because when Broadway comes back.
If you look at it, just look at it in once again objectively. The employees of WWE, if you work in the office, you get some sort of, benefits. I assume.
No, they do. They do. The employees get benefits.
So, but if we're just wrestlers. And I can't do a stream outside because that's a conflict of interest and whatever the case is. But he assigned me, he goes, well, you're an independent contractor. Okay, I'm an independent contractor. I'm only working for you on Mondays between the hours of 8 and 11. I show up in the building at 12 o'clock like you want me to, and I leave at 11:30 like you want me to. Like, at what point I pay my own trans, I pay my own fucking hotels. Granted, I get reimbursed, but I still have to come out of the pocket with that. Like, at what point it's absolutely, it's going to literally throw a fucking grenade inside this fucking in the bucket of independent contractor and blow it out all over the place, and there's shrapnel everywhere.
I mean, it's I'm sorry, Chop, go ahead.
No, I was just thinking that maybe this might, if this were to happen next year, this might ruin Vince a little bit, just like the steroid scandal ruined them in the mid-90s. Because
it won't get that big.
It won't get that big, but he might lose a couple bucks here and there.
It's going to open it up.
Oh, 100%.
And watch that stock plummet, because all of a sudden it's like, well, our model is now being affected. And listen, let's call it what it is. I think it's Andrew Yang being a part of that it's such a small. I don't know where independent contractors outside of wrestling really get affected with it, but it's such small potatoes.
Yeah,
I think to the grand scheme of this country that it may not happen right away.
Not right away,
but in time, if he keeps throwing it down the pipe, we'll see what happens. But to me, going back to the Zelina Vega thing. Who knows? Maybe this just gets them chirping a little bit. Listen, they're not making money doing house shows. They're only doing TV work now.
Yeah, that's it.
They're only doing TV work. So now even to say that we're like the Ringling Brothers, we're like a circus act. Like
no house shows, they're not traveling. Correct.
We're essentially actors.
They pretty much, and they eventually will be traveling now because starting December 11th, they're going to be in Florida.
Yeah,
in front of fans now. Kind of like this, in the same vein as as Daly's place over here in
Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, real quick, we got two more items. Unless you guys have any more news, we have the Bob Ryder thing. We'll get into that in a minute.
What's going on with Bob Ryder?
He passed away today.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah, he passed away today.
No way.
He did.
Oh man.
Let me pull it up here.
Holy shit, that's big news.
Yeah, it is big news. He invented OneWrestling.com. He was a pioneer of pro wrestling internet, really. Him and Meltzer. Passed away in his home in Nashville following a lengthy battle with cancer. Impact Executive VP Scott D'Amore, Anthem Sports, issued a statement on Ryder's passing and noted that he passed on Tuesday of this week. It noted that he just turned 64 last month. They'll be celebrating
64?
his life. Yeah, he had really bad cancer apparently.
Yeah,
he founded Impact in TNA. He founded
with
TNA.
Jeff Jarrett. Apparently, it was on Bob Ryder's boat where Jeff Jarrett and his dad had the idea.
Yeah. The company was created on Bob's boat during the Gulf Coast.
Correct.
On the Gulf Coast in 01. And anybody who was in the 90s Prodigy chat rooms, Bob Ryder was the man, launching the OneWrestling.com. He did WCW Live.
Yeah.
If you remember that.
Yep.
So rest in peace. He was an big LSU fan.
Yes, he was. Yeah, I know.
So he was in very, very bad cancer, and he was getting like radical.
That's so
treatments,
sad.
Yeah. It's been a 2020 needs to go home, man. I'm over.
First, Alex Trebek with cancer.
Everybody's been
fucking the dude. Jeff Bridges, man, has cancer too,
don't
bro.
Get me started. All right, New Japan Pro Wrestling is on fire right now. If you're not watching the World Tag League or Best of the Super Juniors 27, you're on dope.
You're bugging.
This morning, Kojima and Hamna beat Gabriel Kidd and Yuji Nagata. Kid's been getting fucking.
Bro, he's getting a lot of press, Gabriel Kidd.
He is.
Wow.
Super Junior tournament match. Takahashi has four wins, 1 loss, 8 points. Uemura has no points. He beat Uemura in 10 minutes with the Boston Crab. Dookie has 5 losses. He lost again to Master Wato. Taguchi lost. He's got 2 wins, 3 losses, 4 points. He lost to Bushi, your boy Bushi. 3 wins, 2 losses. He got 6 points. Robbie Eagles, 2 wins, 3 losses, 4 points. He lost to Ishimori, who's got 4 wins and 1 loss. He got 8 points. Your boy Ishimori, the Bone Soldier, who's got a new shirt on ProWrestlingTees.com. Everything's on sale right now, including Turnbuckle Throwback shirts.
Cheap plug.
Go get one. Go get a Bone Soldier shirt. I want a Gorillas of Destiny shirt.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody realer than Gorilla. Show 3 wins, 2 losses, 6 points. He's been killing it, but he lost today to El Desperado.
Fuck Show. You know why? Because he fucked our boy Rob. Fuck him.
3 wins, 2 losses, and that was the actual main event. So yeah, go to CrossandTees.com. Cheap shirt. Jay just cracked open a brewski.
After all, it is Wednesday.
It is Wednesday. All right, let's take a quick break.
Are we not doing the favorite Survivor Series?
Yeah, you want to do that now? You want to wait till the end of the show?
Oh, we can do it at the end of the show. Then.
You want to do it? I picked up some articles.
Okay.
You want to wait till the end of the podcast?
The end of the podcast is that.
Yeah.
Because then I'll end it with.
Do I have a favorite Survivor Series?
Yeah. Well, you know what? Yeah, we'll do that.
I always end it with the Thanksgiving song too from Adam Sandler, so we'll do that too. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks, Chop. Rob says. Rob is in the room. Thank you.
I love Rob.
There we go.
Doing flips and shit.
But I won't say fuck Jay White because Jay White's fucking amazing.
He's got some sick new shirts too.
Yes, he does.
ProWrestlingTees.com. Go buy a Turnbuckle Throwback shirt. We actually sold a shirt yesterday.
Hey, there we are.
Sold one, so thank you.
Where's my profit?
Help me pay the fucking website bill first.
Oh, man.
All right, we are the Turnbuckle Throwbacks. We are live on the rant. We're not live on the rant tonight. I'm sorry. We'll be live on Friday. We're live on YouTube and Facebook, and we'll be live on Dark Satellite and Shining Wizards Network and all this happy horse shit.
God, this match is awful.
We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Okay, let's give this a try. The Shining Wizards is a funny wrestling podcast. No. The Shining Wizards is an insightful wrestling podcast. How about this? The Shining Wizards is a great wrestling podcast that airs live Monday nights at 7 p.m. East on rantmradio.com and Rant Entertainment Media on the TuneIn app. Of course, it's available on all podcasting platforms. I think that covers it. To check us out, go over to shiningwizards.com and get ready to join us for some wrestling talk and talk about wrestling.
I don't know. All those moments will be lost in time. Like tears in rain.
In a world where Hollywood tries to tell you how to live while doing the exact opposite, where fresh ideas are tossed away for a cash grab reboot, where the media has become nothing but propaganda and freedom is traded for what they tell you is security and safety, there is Inconclusive Breakdown, your weekly look at current events and entertainment with no political correct BS. Just news and uncensored opinions everywhere you get podcasts. A proud member of the Shining Wizards Network.
Horns up, beautiful motherfuckers. Radioactive Metal is here on the Shining Wizards Network, and we want you to listen.
Every week, we cover the world of heavy metal and speak to your favorite bands.
We discuss new releases, concerts, controversies, and everything else that's related to heavy metal.
And occasionally, we even talk about pro wrestling.
Catch us live every Thursday night on PureRockRadio.net.
Listen to past episodes at radioactivemetal.org or at shiningwizardsnetwork.com.
And remember, it's not metal unless it's radioactive metal.
Hey, this is Mike from the Midnight Jury. When you are done with this show, join my co-hosts Adam, Cal, Sydney, and I every Friday as we travel back to the last old school generation of the 80s and 90s to review the best and worst in pop culture, horror, and occasionally pro wrestling on WLWstudios.com or the Midnight Jury feeds on iTunes, TuneIn Radio, or Player FM. Go back in time when it was all about VHS, arcades, and hanging out at the mall. And remember that every second Saturday of the month, we go live at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Rant EM Radio, which includes taking your calls. Once again, that's the Midnight Jury on iTunes, TuneIn Radio, Player FM, and our home, WLWstudios.com. We'll see you there.
This is Enzo listening to Phil, Jay, and that pain in the ass Choppy on the Turnbuckle Throwbacks. How you doing?
Gulu, 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 gulu. Gulu, 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 gulu. Gulu, 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 gulu.
When I call your name, respond. That's what I thought.
All right, we're back.
What a weird opening to the second half of the show.
There was a dude on YouTube. He would just call these turkeys and he would talk to him. It was fucking hysterical. I had to play it. Anyway.
Yo, I forgot to ask you, what'd you think of that video I sent you on the text message?
It's hysterical.
No, the one before that.
Which one?
The Goodfellas one.
Yeah.
You saw that shit?
Yeah.
That shit was hysterical. Jay, you've seen Goodfellas, right?
Yeah.
Remember the scene where Henry is talking to fucking Joe Pesci's character, Tommy? And, Tommy's just like telling all these funny stories at that restaurant. And Tommy's like, how am I funny? Tell me.
Yeah.
Well, there's a guy on TikTok who did a video of the same scene. But instead of Joe Pesci's character, Tommy, being there, he put himself as the Joker. Talking to Henry. He was like, tell me how I'm funny. Tell me. And
How am I funny? What the fuck is so funny?
What the fuck makes me so funny? And he's like, get the fuck out of here, Tommy. He says, see, I almost had him. I almost had the motherfucker. But as a Joker, it was so funny. Good shit. Oh, I love Goodfellas. Aquaman, this is a good movie. I know Phil didn't care for it too much.
I love Aquaman.
I'm kidding, because he liked fucking, what was his name? Black Manta. That's his favorite villain.
Black Manta was my favorite villains of all time.
Who's your real favorite villain? Tell me.
Oh my goodness. Which universe?
Oh, we're talking about DC.
DC's got to be Darkseid.
How's Darkseid's voice?
Galaback.
I was just gonna say it has to do a voice.
What's really funny is the fucking bank job away in Seacoast. I'm in the fucking weeds, laying down. Comes over, he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm resting." Hey, you resting? Got a fucking beach in a park. I said, "I'm resting." I know I'm resting. They pull me in, they start giving me all kinds of questions, this and that. He says, so what are you going to tell us, tough guy? I said, my usual, zero, nothing. I tell you, fuck. He says, no, you're going to tell me something today, tough guy. I said, all right, I'll tell you something. Go fuck your mother. You saw the paper, Anthony.
You saw the paper, man.
So now I'm coming around, I start to come out of it. Who do I see in front of me? This big prick again. He says, oh, what do you want to tell me now, tough guy? I said, Bing, what are you doing here? I thought I'd tell you to go fuck your mother.
Here it is.
I thought he was going to shit. Oh, Pete. Oh, what the fuck is... Gee, I wish I was big just once. The big cops.
Really funny. Really funny.
What do you mean I'm funny?
It's funny, you know. It's a good story. It's funny. You're a funny guy.
What do you mean the way I talk?
It's just, you know, you're just funny. It's funny, you know, the way you tell the story and everything.
Funny how? I mean, what's funny about it?
Tommy, no, you got it all wrong.
Oh, Anthony.
He's a big boy. He knows what he said. What'd you say? Funny how? What?
Just, you know, you're funny.
You mean, well, let me understand this, because maybe it's me, I'm a little fucked up, maybe. But I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you. I make you laugh. I'm here to fucking amuse you. What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
No, just, you know how you tell a story. What?
No, I don't know. You said it. How do I know? You said I'm funny. How the fuck am I funny? What the fuck is so funny about me? Tell me. Tell me what's funny.
Get the fuck out of here. Tommy.
You motherfucker. I almost had him.
He would fall in the questioning.
You may fold on the questioning, Henry. Are you guys ready for your throwback?
Let's do this.
All right, let's do it.
This is a hard watch.
And now, here is your
Yeah, look at Jericho's new shirt.
of the week, sponsored by the Shining Wizards Network and Rant EM Radio.
Hashtag fuck Jay White.
Oh, yo, Bowens just made a fucking appearance on TV.
It's our boy. Shout out to Anthony Bowens.
Yeah.
Getting his due finally. Getting his diggity due.
So this throwback is I'm the one to blame for this one.
You're fucking right, you are.
Wow, this is hard.
This is from the Cherry Hill Armory in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, which is South Jersey. Am I correct?
Yes, it's exit 2 on the fucking turnpike.
Exit 2 on the turnpike.
Yeah.
From November 19th, Jay, 1994.
Yeah.
This was awful.
So funny thing about this is that ECW was running a show in Philly at the arena,
which is not too far away.
Same fucking night, and I think they drew about 1,100. I want to say around there, and NWA Smoky Mountain drew 650, which, you know, all intents and purposes, not a bad house to draw, especially to see who they had on the card, you know. But It was. Is
the ECW card listed?
No. I could probably find it.
Yeah, because I can't find it on my gimmick.
I know that. I know the opening part of the show was just excruciating. The fucking announcer trying to announce all the local New Jersey promoters.
Let's paint the picture. So
yeah, because I want to get to, before we get to this show, I wanted like same thing, like whereas. So now this is the aftermath of Shane Douglas throwing the belt down, and that was
which happened earlier this year.
Yes,
of that year,
which is I think around August or something like that.
It was August, correct?
So literally, you could see the ambers just they're trying to engulf some sort of flame, and there's nothing happening. You know?
So was Dennis Carluzzo still the president of the NWA at this point?
Yes, he was, because he was talking up a storm at the beginning of the show.
Oh, he wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Oh my fucking God. Shut the fuck up, you stuttering prick.
He took his 15 minutes of fame that he had on ECW Hardcore TV and ran with it for this fucking show.
Now, here's another thing before Jay gets into this, which amazed me. This is a Smoky Mountain show.
Yeah.
Which confused me. I thought I was expecting SMW, and all of a sudden I see fucking NWA.
Yeah,
listed on the card.
Right. It was basically before we get into it. Like they're trying to, you know, like I said, they're trying to reignite the flame that is NWA. It died. Me and Phil were talking about before. It died years earlier.
It died in August of '94. Now, a little history. The Crockett's were bought out by Turner officially in 91. Okay.
Yeah. But
So-
they gave up reigns in 88.
But 91 was the official turnover to Turner. A. The Crockett's still they were running it for them for Turner. That's B. C. The titles was still outside of the world title, I believe. Well, actually, all three of them. All the titles were still being defended in WCW.
Yes.
Up until 1992.
Mm-hmm.
So now I was telling this to Jay in pre-production. You're talking like not even 2 years removed from that, and then on top of that, they have to recover from Shane Douglas throwing the fucking title in the garbage.
And like I said, basically, ECW, Todd Gordon, and Heyman, essentially, is it fair to say they double crossed NWA and Carl Luzo and all this stuff? But Carl Luzo had his own promotion and Jersey.
I want to ask, if I ever get a chance to talk to Paul Heyman, which probably never be, but I want to ask him what provoked them to do this. You have to understand something. This belt has been around since the fucking 30s.
Yeah.
I think that what actually provoked this whole scenario was, first off, Paul Heyman and Todd Gordon had always wanted to be their own company. They didn't want to be associated with any other.
Yeah.
I got that. But they broke off from the NWA.
Yeah,
after this.
After Shane threw down the belt.
Yeah, well, it wasn't even before.
But they took the fucking title, and so now, like Jay said, they're trying to pick up pieces now. This is 3 months removed,
and so now, here's the landscape. So now ECW is clearly persona non grata. You ain't getting any WWF guys. You ain't getting any WCW guys. Who is left in 1994 to have, to be in this tournament per se? Smoky Mountain essentially is the only game in town. Now, I will say I did think of somebody, and I had to look into where he was at this point. But the only person, I don't know if you're changing history. I don't think you're going to change this butterfly effect. But if Terry Funk, if you give the belt to Terry Funk, does it help the situation? Because Terry Funk, not signed by the E, not signed by WCW. He was working in Japan. He was working in Japan at this time. If you get him back and have him there and be like, your flag, he's waving the flag. And granted, whoever wins, it only holds the belt for a few months anyway. So he's essentially a transition champion as he gets the belt. But if does it change the course of history? I lean on the side of no, because I think of what happened months prior. I think, and like you said, why Heyman wanted to do it, I think it leads into that whole, he looked at it as the music scene where Nirvana, Poison and 80s hair metal bands. Nirvana
we know the story. It's just that,
and that's why, and that part does make sense.
I'll tell you right now, you know who I would have gotten to be the world champion? He wasn't signed by the E. He wasn't signed by WCW or ECW. I would have dug up Luthez.
You got to get Jack Briscoe.
Yeah.
Maybe I would have gotten, what's his name? Fucking.
First of all, you'd have to, just to answer Jay's question about Terry Funk. Funk was making an exceptional amount of money in Japan.
Oh yeah, he was.
But he was working for FMW and IWA.
Jay, he went there for 2 tours and took the rest of the year off.
Yeah,
that's how much money he was making.
Yeah.
So honestly, he was doing okay.
Yeah.
I don't think Carluzzo could afford him at that point.
No.
All joking aside, no, I think I would know. This is a legit pick. I would have gone with Ronnie Garvin. He was not signed by anybody.
Really, dude?
I mean, maybe if I give him the belt one more time, he would shut the fuck up.
Dusty Rhodes!
Yeah.
Dusty Rhodes!
But so now if you're NW, you're scrambling. And not saying that Smoky Mountain 94 Smoky Mountain wasn't on fire, but they
made money because it was ran, promoted, and very, very regional.
But exactly. And now you're going to bring them to the Northeast where they're relatively unknown, and which they did a decent job of bringing some names in, but for the most part, that area fell flat. But to me, like there was really nobody else at this time. I was really trying to like go back with it, but you can't. There's nobody that you could plug in. That was really available.
No,
that's
really.
not tied down. And like I said, ECW's persona non grata at this point. So, like I said, there was basically nothing they could do, and this event was just clear evidence of it because they're in a garage and in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. So. Which, by the way, before I sent it to you guys, I didn't look at the video or anything. I was like, oh, this has got to be out there. Yo, there's no. I was saying to Phil, there's almost like no recollection of this ever happening. Like this is not even mentioned anywhere.
I wonder why. Because
that's what I said to him. But
it's fucking awful.
But let me give Jake kudos because he wanted to do a bonus episode for this week, right? A and B, he was looking for something Smoky Mountain.
Yeah.
So he found this, which is big, almost gold if you think about it, because you and I would have found this and we would have destroyed this anyway.
Oh yeah.
Whether it be with or without Jay.
But I like the idea of
Eddie would have gave us something.
I like the idea of it's the NWA title and it's another perspective of the aftermath that what happened. Everybody talks about what happened with Shane Douglas. Nobody talks about this part of it. So I actually kind of like at first like watched like the first match or two and I was just like, oh, this is the shits. But as I was looking shit up, I just go, oh, this actually can work a little bit.
So here are your participants in the NWA title tournament for 11/19/1994, sponsored by Smoky Mountain Wrestling and probably Cherry Hill Ice Cream. Devin Storm, friend of the Shining Wizards.
Young Devin
A
Storm.
young, dangerous Devin Storm.
Dangerous Devin heel, Devin, amazing fucking mullet, Devin Storm.
Yes,
he had
blonde mullet.
Dude, he had the dopest mullet of the night. Rest in peace, Tracy Smothers. Hot stuff, Eddie Gilbert.
Yep.
Johnny Gunn. Okay, was still wearing the Salvatore Sincere tights.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Okay.
What year did fucking hot stuff Eddie Gilbert pass away?
95.
Early
95.
I thought it was 94.
Like 2-3 months later.
Yeah, I thought it was 94. So now I was like kind of questioning. I was like, wait a minute. All right, continue.
The Dirty White Boy, Tony Anthony.
Yep.
From Smoky Mountain. Jerry the King Lawler.
Yeah. Jerk.
And of course, Chris Candido.
The Suicide Blonde?
One of our favorites, actually.
Yeah.
So Chris Candido is one of my favorite wrestlers.
And that's what I mean. So like once I found out like the whole story, I was just like, oh, this is kind of like perfect. Like this is a super. Like this is an unbelievable.
Super.
Wow.
Fresco. How'd you like chicken and a noodle?
This is like unbelievably unknown. And like I said, so I just dusted it off. I was like, what do you guys think? I was trying.
Hello, Frisco.
And then I watched the first match. I was like, do you guys want to do something else? I was like, do you guys want to do something else?
You guys are killing me.
But by the way, did you see this ring announcer?
Yes, Jay.
Did you see this ring announcer?
He was like you.
He had the most New Jersey style haircut I've ever seen.
What
in
a
my
mullet,
life.
though.
He had bangs. It wasn't even a mullet. It was bangs.
I don't think Brielle's listening, but if she is, she'll. I'm gonna blow her spot up today. So I was with Brielle today. We were doing some shopping. And the tag team of Phil and Brielle were back fucking shopping at
Wally
Wally's.
World.
That's my tag. Brielle's like my fucking. We're like the Midnight Express of fucking Walmart shopping, by the way. Okay.
Are they ever?
Yeah. So now we get in a car, and I said, "No, we're recording tonight." Apparently, because just so she's like, "Yeah." She goes, "And Jay's got beautiful hair. Do you think he'll ever cut that hair?"
Nope.
The hairstylist. I'm like, "No, because he has bitch hair."
So true.
All right, Jay, carry on, sir.
So true. So yeah. So the first segment went on for so long, introducing all these fucking nobodies that we don't need to know.
Dignitaries of New Jersey. Where'd you pull that one out
out of your ass from dignitaries.
I waited all night for that one.
Woo!
So after that was finally fucking done, they finally get to the first match.
What about the people? Did you see the audience?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. They must have pulled these motherfuckers out of Philly because they look like a bunch of fucking half retards in the fucking audience. They presented them like a full retarded fucking NWA tournament.
Hey, what they get into it later on and during the matches, but yeah, at first you look at it, you just go, oh, this is so intermediate, it's disgusting.
Yes, this ring announcer is getting abused by the crowd already.
Ooh. Yes.
Right? Yeah, Jay, carry
So
on.
he finally introduces, and then like I said, I popped as soon as I seen he said, Dangerous Devin Storm. I'm like, what? I was like, out of nowhere. And then Tracy's, so it was Devin Storm against Tracy Smothers, and I don't know, Devin Storm. I mean, granted, he's brand new, but I wasn't too much of a heel. Like it wasn't, heel stuff. This whole event is just Southern style wrestling.
No shit.
Southern style fucking wrestling.
Kentucky Fried Wrestling.
Yeah. Oh, that might be the name of the episode.
Kentucky Fried Turkey.
Wrestling.
I don't get how you're in fucking New Jersey. I mean, well, Southern New Jersey. I'm sorry. I feel like South Jersey starts after exit 129.
South Jersey is like to Jersey to what Staten Island is to the 5 boroughs.
Exactly. Doesn't mean anything.
It's a different planet.
It's weird. You know what? You want to know something? This is how I feel like Jersey is that one state that has no identity to it. For example, North Jersey, Central and North Jersey, they tried so hard to be like New York. Very, very hard to be like New York. Whereas Central to South Jersey try so hard to be like Philly, and they're not. It's got to be like the it's like what Phil said. It's the armpit of fucking America.
I didn't call it that, by the way.
It's the absolute worst.
It's the absolute worst. Though. I have to agree. But yeah, this match, this was
quarterfinal match.
Yeah, this wasn't too long, and Tracy Smothers wins it with the dreaded top rope back elbow, which actually looked goddamn impressive, mind you. But Tracy Smothers, excellent fucking worker here.
No shit.
Excellent fucking, and then you could.
Devin Storm's a good worker too, though.
Oh, of course it is.
Like I said, this match, it's just hard to see like the ECW fan cam style. They had the one hard camera just facing, so it was kind of hard, but you got used to it as it went on. But
it's amazing to me how a guy like Devin Storm was never signed by the E.
Yeah,
he was when WCW closed their doors in 2001. He was still very young. He was only 26 or 27 years old. He could have still been picked up.
Yeah.
And they never did. So sad.
Yeah, it's a shame. And like I said, because he was a talented guy. And clearly, I mean, was supposed to make a big comeback early, late last year, early this year, and whatever happened, but talented guy the whole time. And
I agree.
The second match was Johnny Gunn, who fucking looked jacked to the gills.
Salvatore Sincere.
Tom Brandy.
Every time I hear Tom Brandy, I think of the Wrestling Soup episode where Mission Joey prank called the Oklahoma State Athletic Commission, and Joey Numbers left a message as Tom Brandy. I'm telling you, and Mish listens once in a while, and if you're listening, please can you post the episode number? It was one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my life. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jay.
But this match, and then it was Johnny Gunn against Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, which once again, another one. I seen Eddie Gilbert come out. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be fucking good.
Comes out to Donna Summer's Hot Stuff. That's fucking dope. The music in his awful video tape recording was way better.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yo,
Outside Interference Productions.
Moxley's attacking fucking Kenny Omega.
No
is he?
Shit.
Yes, he
You're
is.
the Moxley.
That's because Omega is the one who fucking knocked his ass out last week.
There it is.
Oh man.
And but yeah, so like this
and good night.
This match started. It wasn't made for TV because they were fighting in the crowd, and you couldn't see the first 4 fucking minutes of the match. So
I wonder why. I mean,
it's that Stella videotape.
The production value in this fucking show was amazing.
That Stella Panasonic video camera that
who
they
came
had.
out to Johnny Gunn came out to Van Halen right now, right?
Yes.
I don't get that.
I don't get it either. Right now, you suck, Johnny Gunn.
He sucked as Johnny Gunn. He sucked as Salvatore Sincere.
Salvatore Sincere.
And he was fucking awful as terrific Tom Brandy. So
Tom Brandy.
Oh my.
Tom Brandy.
Awful.
Shout out to Wrestling Soup.
But yeah, so like they finally make it back in. Once again, this match didn't last too long. It was,
No.
Thank God. Eddie Gilbert wins in a great heel fashion, feet on the ropes.
Hell yeah.
You know, while the ref's not looking, like I said, just complete fucking Southern style. And you know, the crowd was kind of getting into it because he cheated or whatever.
Oh God!
But as the night goes on, day goes on, I think it started in the daytime and it ended at night because it lasted forever.
I mean, everyone looked like they were sleeping. I think it was at night.
So
these poor schmucks.
So hot stuff. Eddie Gilbert makes it.
It's fucking derelicts of society.
Tom Brandy.
Tom Brandy.
Go ahead, Jay.
So then Eddie Gilbert makes it to the semifinals, and so the next match now is
another quarterfinal match.
No gimmicks needed.
No.
Oh, he wasn't no gimmicks.
The Suicide Blonde.
Yep.
In excess,
a very pudgy Chris Candido.
Very pudgy.
I don't care. I love Chris Candido.
I mean, I think at this point, I think Candido's trying to gain some size.
Was he
first.
22 years old at this point? 22, 23 years old, if that.
22.
And looking and then coming out with Tammy Lynn Fitch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God!
Yeah. She's quite the looker.
She is young and definitely looking great.
25 years later, taking loads to the face.
Oof.
Oh,
poor kid.
And then
I'll tell you though that a young Tammy Sitch would have definitely got it.
Oh God, Tammy Sitch now will get it.
Really?
Oh God, yes. I have this theory.
Can you believe that fucking Dolph Ziggler banged her?
Yes, I can.
After her Hall of Fame induction. Oh, that's insane.
I can absolutely believe it. Here's my theory. Side note, really quick. Some guys will agree with this. Think of the hottest girl in high school, right? Right? And it's like, oh my God, look at her, look at so-and-so. Then you run into her 10 years later and she doesn't look the same. Doesn't look terrible, but nowhere near the same. Do you still have sex with her? It's like, yeah, because she's such and such from high school. Of course I'm going to have sex with her. I'm always going to be able to tell the story that I had sex with her. Granted, it wasn't at her fucking peak, but I still had sex with her. And that's always my thing about Sunny. I would absolutely do her.
If she sounded like this, Jay? Hold on.
Oh, God. I don't want to hear it. Yes. Actually, if it's that, yes.
Hold on. I got a better video. Hold on. That was the first video. That was her masturbating video. I want to see it getting pinned.
Was that her on OnlyFans or
no? This is her video. I have the home video.
Oh, look at you!
The home video.
Yeah, of course.
You know what?
Yeah.
I didn't realize she had that kind of a voice.
There's a video out there of her and Missy Hyatt.
The man, baby.
Before Missy Hyatt,
wrestling vixens.
Yes, there was before Missy Hyatt will look like a melted candle. There's a video of her, both of them looking in shape, throwing milk down their naked bodies all over themselves.
See nothing wrong with that.
How is she getting banged? Because it's like
from behind now.
Oh God, we're going off the rails on this show now.
Now he's gonna give her a seed.
I tell you right now, Right to Censor is definitely fucking gonna do a run in soon.
But she looked good in 1994.
She looked phenomenal.
She looked phenomenal.
She did.
And there's a reason why she got signed by the E.
Oh God, I think was she signed by the E at this point?
She was signed by the E, I think.
She was co-hosting.
I think by like 94, 95. Or maybe not 95. She picked up.
She sounds like, remember Forrest Gump's mom when she has to get.
She
has to screw the doctor for the leg braces.
Yes.
That's Tammy.
I feel bad for her though. She's gone.
She's so far sweetheart, man.
I
she's so far.
Such a nice person too. Like in real life,
agree.
really.
But
Anyway.
yeah, so Candido's fighting a young Al Snow.
Yeah, very young, huh?
Mulleted
Wrestling's
Al
best kept
Snow.
secret, Al Snow.
Yeah.
And they were hyping. At this point, he was in UFC. Wasn't he in UFC 1 or 2 or something like that? He came out as a corner guy.
All I know is that these announcers were
they were atrocious.
They make Mark Madden and Excalibur look good.
No,
These
Excalibur's
guys-
a really good commentator. I know what's wrong with you, bro.
Thank you, Choppy.
What is
Fuck both of you?
What is wrong with you? Why is Excalibur so bad? I don't get it.
I think he's actually pretty good.
Really good. He's fucking in comparison to fucking it's in comparison to fucking Jim Ross, well, who's lost a step or two. Fucking Excalibur is amazing.
Yeah, I agree. Amazing.
Is he better than fucking Don West? Absolutely not. But...
Pete Daly.
But you guys have to admit, this was a pretty good match, though. I actually like this match.
Well, that's because Al Snow's a great worker.
But there was that one botch where he went to do the fucking leapfrog for the second time.
Yeah.
Yes, the backwards leapfrog.
Yeah, and they caught him in the coolie, knocked him down.
Yeah, that was a little bit, but I don't know who to blame for that one. I want to say Al Snow.
Both guys.
Yeah.
You can blame both guys. It's not a big
But like I said, this match I enjoyed, and Candido gets a clean win, and moves on to the semifinals. It was Al Snow going for the power bomb, and apparently Candido putting on some weight, and Al Snow couldn't hold him up, and lands on top of him like a whoopee cushion.
I'm pretty sure Candido probably weighed about 240 over here.
Yeah,
but
like you said, I bet you he's in that transition where he's trying to put the weight on,
and then start cutting up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
for sure.
Sorry.
Please do not put that ever
Did
on
you?
there again.
Yeah, please. Did it? And
that was awful.
And you had to see, like, they had two cameras. They had the fan cam on the bottom. That fan cam did not leave Tammy Stitch at all. It just stayed right on her.
She's probably some kid, some Mark.
Probably some 12-year-old kid. She's like, whoa, she's fucking hot.
She's hot. She's hot. She's hot. Maybe she'll give her some water ice later.
Maybe it was Dolph Ziggler who was filming her.
Give her some water ice later.
This next match, I really like this next match.
What was the next match?
Jerry Lawler against the Dirty White Boy.
Ugh.
I really like this match.
I hate this
dude,
match.
I don't.
This is Kentucky Fried Wrestling.
This is Memphis style wrestling.
Kentucky Fried dog shit.
And F off, because guys, you have to admit that the fucking crowd was alive for this.
And Jerry Lawler still. It was on WWF TV, obviously.
Yeah, he's fighting TL Hopper.
Poor Tony Anthony.
TL Hopper, not the greatest worker. And Jerry Lawler is probably one of the most recognized names of 80s wrestling.
I tell you, I haven't seen a lot of his stuff in Memphis, but this match made me like, wow, this.
Well, he's only a year in the E at this point, right? 93?
93, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
And he was on loan and stuff. So then something about. So this ties into, like, when we talk about the Survivor Series shit. He got, suspended, shit canned from WWF because he was on that rape allegations or something, the young underage girl or some shit like that. And the reason why he did this show is because Carl Luzo's the only one that booked Jerry Lawler during all this time. So he went to Vince and said, hey, listen, this guy, did me a favor back then. I got to return the favor. So, like, that's actually kudos to fucking Jerry Lawler for doing this, and for that reason. But he's an excellent fucking worker. He literally had the crowd eating from his fucking hand, and it was I really enjoyed it. It took 7 minutes to get a fucking move in, but
I really enjoy. I tell you right now, I really enjoyed the vodka pizza that I had this evening, but doesn't necessarily mean I want to watch it every fucking time. And this is the case with Jerry Lawler. I think Jerry Lawler is good once in a while, not every fucking time. Where he was, especially in the 90s, he was fucking atrocious. Oh my god!
Isn't that the Brazilian chick from NXT?
Yeah, she's not that hot.
I didn't say she was hot.
Tainara Conti?
Yeah, she's
Conti.
She got some hairy ass arms, bro. She has more hair on her arms than I do on my fucking ball sack. Fuck her.
She's gorgeous.
That's half your country right there, dog.
No, she's not.
You sure about that?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, my ancestors fucked her ancestors. It doesn't mean I'm gonna fucking. I don't think Brazil has nothing to do with us.
You're crazy. She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Carry on.
I think she's hot. I don't know what it is about the women's champ.
Ikaru Shida?
I think she's hot.
She's cute.
She's a hot.
I agree with that too.
Yeah, she could fucking make me soup anytime.
But this was a super Southern match, and
it's super Southern dog shit.
Southern dog shit.
I like the Jim Cornette coming out, and
that was pretty cool though.
The
that was
stuff
cool.
with
I
the
enjoyed
referee, dude. Come on, that's entertaining.
Hikaru Shida. Sorry,
She's a cutie.
And-
She's really cute.
And but yeah, so then Dirty White Boy wins by fucking DQ because they catch the tennis racket in Jerry Lawler's back pocket.
Fucking Cornette looking like Mr. Sunshine with his fucking
Fuck
with his
Cornette.
yellow coat.
The only time Cornette was really good was when he was with Midnight Express. That's it. Fuck him. He was never good with Yoko. He was never good with Owen. Fuck him.
He was good with Yoko.
He was
no,
good
with
Mr.
Yoko.
Fuji was good with Yoko.
Oh, Mr. Fuji was. Well, Mr. Fuji had to wipe his ass. Of course, he was good with Yoko.
Come on, leave Yoko alone. I love Yoko.
But yeah. So then Lawler and Jim Cornette attacked Dirty White Boy's knee after the match, and that tells the story for later on. So
Wow, the AEW Women's title is fucking ugly, dude. It looks like the old NWA title from the 50s.
They found it in Mildred Burke's house.
Oof.
All right, your next match
was
a semifinal match.
yeah, no, it was the
tag team.
No, it was the other quarterfinal match that ended in Osamaru. What's his name? Osamaru Nishimura versus Lightning Lou Perez, who was the NWA Florida Heavyweight Champion. Apparently,
right.
And this match went to a time limit draw.
Yes.
The match lasted about 6 minutes. And 2 minutes into the match, they were like 5 minutes had passed by. I was just like, I'm pretty sure that hadn't been 5 minutes.
They forgot to book it.
Yeah. That's it. It was just like it was absolute, and it was the start of some kind of filler matches that didn't need to even be on the show. But it told the story to have somebody was going to have a bye for the next match. So the next match was just two fucking job guys that one of them looks like Ultimate Warrior and Brian Pillman had a fucking baby together. And another guy was like,
it's Ultimate Pillman. Flying Brian Warrior.
Flying Brian Warrior.
I don't know, man.
This match was terrible. Thank God it was only 2-3 minutes. They were definitely guys from Coral Luzo's fucking promotion. They were like, all right, let's get our best.
They're
guys.
probably his
one of them's his
bathroom
son.
attendants. They probably cleaned the fucking facility he worked in.
Yeah.
But this next match, though, was a barn burner.
Yes.
Doink versus Scotty fucking Flamingo.
Was this Matt Bourne?
Yes.
It was Matt Bourne.
No, this wasn't Matt Bourne.
That was it was Ray.
That was Ray Apollo.
Ray Apollo. Yes, I'm sorry.
Definitely not Bourne.
Matt Bourne was the best Doink.
Now, what I didn't know, because obviously, like the crowd was chanting, "We want Doink" against Lawler, and he must have been feuding with Doink at this time in WWF. Why didn't fucking Doink come out during the Dirty White Boy thing?
Dennis Carluzzo's a herb.
So, but all of a sudden, Doink comes out for this, and I'm telling you, I popped hard when fucking seeing Scotty the Body Flamingo come out. So, and thankfully, this match wasn't that long, and
thank God.
The Palm Beach heartthrob that is Scotty Flamingo.
That's right. Formerly Scotty
Johnny Polo.
Johnny Polo and Johnny Hotbody.
Scotty Hotbody.
This is right before his Raven gimmick, because in winter of '94, he becomes Raven.
Yep. With the introduction of Stevie Richards, introducing him to the crowd.
Yep. And like I said, so then there was the quintessential comedy spots in the beginning, Doink biting everybody's ass, but Raven hits the DDT for the win, and
that's where the Raven effect starts coming.
And that's when exactly. So it was, it was for what it was. And they were on loan from WWF.
He had just become because a month. I mean, he must have just went home after this match and found his leather jacket and his fucking Melvin shirt, cut some shorts up, put his Doc Martens on, and just sat in an empty classroom, cut promos.
Yep. I agree.
Because everybody wants to feel his pain.
I love the one he used to wear Sandman shirts. And when he made Sandman the
comic,
the combo character.
Melvin, Nirvana, Suicidal Tendencies.
He used to wear a lot of Marvel shirts too.
Bad Brains,
Bad
right?
Brains, yeah. Shout out to the Bad Brains.
But the next match though was now a semifinals. It's Tracy Smothers against Eddie Gilbert, and the entranceway was so wide that you can see Jerry Lawler. Just walking around.
Why do I have to see Jared Leto twice in one night in this fucking pay per view? He's fucking awful.
This ain't a pay per view, bro. This was a fucking home video.
Well, you want to know something? This is my pay per view, and this fucking was atrocious.
By the way, come 2021, do not be surprised if there's no J picks. 2020, I burned them all out. I burned them all out. I don't know. I actually like this match too. It was a little bit gimmicky.
I know. I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it.
I like this match. You know, at one point,
it is Tracy Smothers though.
Yeah. At one point, Eddie Gilbert tries, attempt murder and puts a bag over fucking Tracy Smothers' head. But and then they tried to, they had like that double ending, where they were both pinned. And then Tracy Smothers lifts his shoulder up. So, like, they tried to instill some sort of wrestling and storytelling in it. So, I mean, kudos to them for that. But, it fell flat. The crowd wasn't into that. So it almost seemed like Tracy Smothers is just got a fluke victory to go into the finals. Like, if you look at it from a storytelling standpoint, it doesn't make sense at all, at least to me. So, but I actually kind of like the match. So. But then the next match, this match was just thankfully fairly quick. Candido against Dirty White Boy. Dirty White Boy comes out with his knee taped up, after the brutal attack from Jim Cornette.
He's got that plumber's knee.
Yeah.
So how old is Tony Anthony in this?
He's got to be 48.
He looked 48,
but he probably wasn't.
He was probably in his mid-30s. Right, hold on. I'll see if I can find him. But he's probably in his mid-30s at this point. But this match, it took right away. Candido's going right for his knee. Does the right thing by that, and next thing you know, Dirty White Boy goes for a suplex as Candido's on the top rope. Dirty White Boy loses his knee. Candido gets the victory right after that. So it was pretty short and sweet. I think it was about 4 or 5 minutes. So right now our finals for the tournament is Candido against Tracy Smothers. So, but now the next match, I started laughing so hard as soon as I seen them come out. The first thing I said was like, "Thank fucking God these guys are on the show because I want to hear Choppy talk about the Rock and Roll Express."
I don't know what's worse, seeing these guys or the Gangsters, bro. I really could give 2 drops of piss about both these teams at this point because you could definitely tell that the Gangsters are trying to do the whole white bullshit, the whole racist gimmick thing.
In Jersey it wouldn't work, but
it didn't work.
In Smoky Mountain though, they will fuck.
If you're in fucking the South, forget it.
Oh my dude, they made Cornette so much money, man.
Yes, Dirty White Boy was 34.
Really?
He looked 44.
He looked like he was 50.
54.
But yeah, no, I agree, and especially because that's a pretty big gimmick to do at this time. They're in the South. Black guys.
OJ, Rodney King.
Yeah. And then what did New Jack say? He goes, "I want to give a shout out to OJ. That's one less that we have to deal with," or something like that.
Terrible.
That's a great line.
It's a great line that he made his friend he made his wife look like a Pez dispenser.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
But this match was a clusterfuck. They had better matches in Smoky Mountain.
Of course they did.
You want to
know why? Because they were doing the Southern style wrestling.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. These matches translate better in Tennessee. Yes. So why didn't it? Why did the location make it different? Because they had good matches in Smoky Mountain.
I was going to say that at the end. I guess we could say it now. It's like if it were held in a Cornette strong location, Louisville, Knoxville, whatever, would it have made a big difference? I'm going to say probably not. You might have a hotter crowd.
You'll definitely have a hotter crowd because they toured the same places. They had their own arena.
Again, I think it's the area. It just doesn't work. I mean,
it didn't translate.
I mean, first off, the Midnight Express has been known to work better in fucking in like the Southern Territories, like the NWA or even WCCW or Mid South, whatever. And for them to just come out in what do you call it, in the northern part of the Northeast, it just doesn't. They don't.
It doesn't fit.
They don't fit well.
It doesn't fit. But I mean, the crowd was into it. But you can look at it. You know who the babyface is. You know who the heel is. And by the way, Mustafa Saeed looked fucking massive.
He is massive.
He looked
He's
massive.
a big mook.
He is a big douche.
And and then towards the end there was a wonky finish, and Mustafa throws Ricky Morton over the top rope, but I want to cry a little bullshit here because Robert Gibson was the legal man. So like, if you throw the illegal man over the top rope, is it still a disqualification? Like that doesn't jive. Why am I trying to insert?
I could tell you.
Fucking bullshit!
I could tell you exactly what happened. Robert Gibson got confused because one eye was going that way, the other eye was going the opposite direction, and the ref was just pretty much following what his Gibson's eye, and that's what happened.
Will you stop? Will you stop?
Yeah, this is definitely nowhere near.
I'll tell you right now, the Rock and Roll Express is like top 100 on my list of best tag teams of all time. Forget top 10.
What are they, 99?
No, they're like 99 and a half.
Hey, early the following year, they were crowned the NWA Tag Team Champions.
Yeah, that's fucking sad. That's fucking
Jim
sad.
Crockett.
Sad. Fucking Geriatric Express.
But
maybe we should have the Jurassic Express versus Geriatric Express. Let's see how they do.
But then the final match, Tracy Smothers against Chris Candido for the NWA World Championship belt.
I didn't like this match too much.
By the way, we've seen a close.
I tried to like it.
I seen a close up of the belt, and it looked a little bit different. It looked to me.
It looked like it was curved at the top a little bit, right?
Yes, I didn't because to me I was trying to think of it. I had to pull up a picture with Harley Race holding it, and I'm like, well, it's clearly silver and gold. It's two different things. That I understood, but it just the faceplate looked even different to me.
Yep.
But I agree. I tried to like the match.
I
tried to like the match.
I tried to like this whole card and I couldn't get into it.
That's why I'm never going to be able to pick anything ever again.
No, you'll be able to pick anything you want because I picked my fair share of doozies myself over here.
I liked it and also because this is what I was like, oh, this is when Candido wins the fucking belt. So like that was the reason behind it.
Just because he wins the title doesn't mean it's gonna be a good fucking show. I mean, even
clearly,
even The Rock had some stinkers.
And it's funny because that's what I kind of really liked about it was because because then it opens up the idea of like what can we do there to make it better, and it's really. Obviously, I think location would have made it better, but I think NWA once it was thrown down and ECW was really catching wind at this point. Like there's nothing you can do. They're always going to see him as the old guard.
If I was Carl Loser, you know what I would have done? I would have run the same like a venue close to the ECW arena and go head to head with ECW to see who drew the better crowds.
He did, and ECW won. They ECW ran a show that night.
I know. I'm talking about in the same town. Like, go to Philly. Go to Philly. Find like some fucking bingo hole.
Dude, Cherry Hill, and Philly it's a stone's throw away.
Probably like what? No, it's far. It's far.
Because you cross the bridge, you're right there.
No, and Cherry Hill is exit 2, and fucking Philly's like exit 7. So it's still about 45 minutes away.
Oh,
I would have ran in Philly just to be an asshole. Because after what they did,
and then he would have been embarrassed because like I said, the same thing happened.
He should have been embarrassed with that fucking opening promo he did.
But
yeah,
but like I said, Candido wins with using a chain from his
wife's twat.
Yeah, I get the heel. You got to win by heel tendencies. So he wins. They have this big coronation, and it really just fell flat. I think the crowd was pretty tired and fucking sweating because you could see that they opened up the door to get some fucking breeze in there.
There was a couple of fatties in there. There were a couple of fatties in there.
A lot of bigums.
But I do want to ask, clearly Candido loses the belt in February of '95 to Dan Severn.
and then Severn holds on to it until like ever.
So why not put Dan Severn in the fucking match?
I think he was still doing Ultimate Fighting.
Yeah, he was still doing.
He was in UFC 1,
He
and he was with Al Snow.
Correct.
I get that, but then why not? You know what I mean? Like, I understand. Maybe I guess you don't want to jeopardize him being hurt or what have you.
The same
but
question could be asked for you. Like, why did we have to watch this fucking pay-per-view?
Overall I liked it because it just to see the after effect of what happened with Shane. Nobody's ever talked about it. Like you can't find this anywhere.
Yeah, this is and like I said to Jay, I tried looking up so that I couldn't find anything on this.
Nothing.
I would like to say that it was nice to. I didn't care for the matches, but I did like to see what these guys looked like at this time.
Absolutely,
like
Al Snow.
Yeah,
oh my god, Candido, even
the
too.
Gangsters.
Yeah,
I mean, I even cared about the fucking Rock and Roll Express to see what they looked like in '94.
I started giving a shit about the title again around 2002. No, later than that when I was on Decker. When Colt Cabana and Adam Pearce
were fighting for the
title. And like they were doing like the NWA Hollywood thing.
Yep.
And, like,
yes.
And like, because you have to understand something. This is legitimately, there's no joke about this. It's the longest standing
title,
heavyweight wrestling championship title. So it's like when Billy Corgan took it over a couple of years ago, I'm like, we were all excited because you know what? It's part of our life. It's part of our childhood.
Yeah.
Like, part of 3 generations before us.
And I think that's why, like, once I seen it and I really thought it, I was like, oh, this would work perfectly with, how the three of us, feel about the NWA, like, and like I've actually gained a brand new affinity for it, especially this past year. Like, oh shit, like there's some good stuff. Watching the Mid-South stuff and watching old NWA stuff, like, oh, I've never watched it and had a reason to. Now I have a reason. So it was kind of cool to see it like that. And then now, especially to see that nobody even commented about this. This is a small blip. Like everybody forgets that Candido was NWA champion. Like a
lot of good people were NWA champion. The problem is there was no prestige behind it anymore.
I would now,
especially in the mid-90s.
So now going back to it, now what is the ultimate downfall of the NWA? Is it the sale to Crockett? Is it the sale? I'm sorry, the sale to Ted Turner?
Yeah, it's a sale to Ted Turner.
Or is it the Shane Douglas thing?
Well, no, because once they sold it to Turner, there was no legitimate territory to run. There was no territories anymore at that point. So when you gave it to Turner, it was like, okay. And then you try to revive it with this Carluzzo fucking character. And what do they do? The first crack, they throw the belt in the garbage.
Well, I mean, like you said, because and like Watts tries bringing back the NWA, and like they were working with them with New Japan, and Masahiro Chono was the champ for a little bit. Great Muta was the champ for a little bit.
Again, a lot of amazing people were champion. There was no prestige behind it.
And like I said, I think you're right. I think it goes back to that original sale to Ted Turner. With WCW, like that is literally where it just lost. That's where its legs were cut off, and it had nowhere to go. And then, like I said, when you try to do something, Phil said it perfectly. You try to do something. NWA was left as the fucking laughing stock of professional wrestling, which is a shame now in retrospect. At the time, we were like, get rid of these fucking old codgers. We want ECW. Like I can see me saying that, as a kid, with angst as a teenager, but overall, it was a hard watch. I did ultimately get into it. But you look at it from a nostalgic, eye, where it's just like, oh, it's cool to see Tracy Smothers like this, and it's cool to see, the Rock and Roll Express and Candido and even Jerry Lawler, like stuff like that. So like overall, it was a tough watch, especially, it was grainy and the commentary was just fucking awful. Whoever fucking did that commentary on that should literally just fucking hang themselves. But other than that, it was
wow.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was fucking. I was trying to listen to other stuff, but wow. But I feel a little bit differently than the boys, but I ultimately did like it.
Thank you, really, though, for pulling this out because it put some things into perspective. It did.
It definitely was a pile of dog shit.
Yeah, and it's not our first pile of dog shit. All right, we're gonna pull this train into the station, wrap it up, get ready for a holiday weekend. Favorite Survivor Series, Chop.
I'm gonna go with 90.
90.
Yeah, I like
Okay.
I like 90 a lot.
Yeah,
it was just I actually don't fuck that 93.
Oh,
that's what Jay said.
That's what I said.
90 because Steiners were there. That's one of the reasons I remember that one really visually just because of the Steiners were there.
Okay,
and I loved it.
Well, and they were part of the main event. I love that whole main event.
Yeah,
it was America against the fucking Allied powers.
Yeah,
and that whole idea of that Undertaker, and that was the real big start of his. He was a baby face against Kamala the year prior, but for the most part, he was an ultimate baby face at this point. But I said it was funny because it was between 92 and 93 for me, just because I was a kid and I loved them.
I just like 93 a lot just because there was a lot of the characters are still there.
and the Hart family against the Knights against Shawn Michaels.
Correct.
To me, that was just an entertaining match. The match was great. Bobby Heenan's commentary made the fucking
Off
match.
the wall.
Was just insane. And but it was a really good. It was a good show, and that stuff I liked. So
what was my favorite part of that whole show was the VHS box art that they had. I don't know if you remember the box art.
I do.
It was fantastic. With this, I think the Steiners eating the fucking turkey. The big turkey, whatever.
With Luger.
Yes.
Yeah. 33 years ago tomorrow is my favorite Survivor Series.
The first one?
Yeah, 87. 87. It was the 10 team elimination was my favorite.
Yeah.
That and Hogan had the Hulkamaniacs. It was him, Orndorff, Kempatera, Bam Bam Bigelow, and I believe Superstar Billy Graham. But he didn't wrestle. There was somebody else. Morocco.
Dude, he had an aging fucking team, bro. Everyone was like either close to 40 or pushing 50.
Yeah. And then it was Beefcake, Roberts, Duggan, Randy Savage, and Steamboat versus Danny Davis, Harley Race, Hercules, the Honky Tonk Man, and Ron Bass.
Yep.
And then this match was fucking awesome. The 5-on-5 women's match.
Yes.
It was Moolah and the Jumping Bomb Angels, Rockin' Robin, Velvet McIntyre against Dawn Marie, Donna Cristianello, and the Glamour Girls, Judy Martin and Leilani Kai, and Sensational Queen Sherry. Sensational Sherry.
Yeah.
And then, of course, it was the Bulldogs, the Bees, the Rougeos, Strike Force, Young Stallions, Bolsheviks, Demolition, the Dream Team, Bravo, and Valentine, the Hart Foundation, the Islanders, Haku and Tama. They just turned heel when they stole Matilda. And then Andre had a dope team. Andre had Butch Reed, King Kong Bundy, One Man Gang, and Rick Rude versus Bam Bam Bigelow, Don Morocco, Hulk Hogan, Kempatera, and Paul Orndorff. And Orndorff just turned face with Sir Oliver Humperdinck as his manager. So, yeah, that's my favorite. And I watch it every. Well, now tomorrow I'm gonna watch it early because there's no fucking parade tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, before we go, I have what's up, Jay?
I was just gonna say, do you notice a theme with the three of us?
The generation?
They're 25 years.
Oh, 100%.
25 years or older.
100%.
And that shows you because they had the Survivor Series style main events.
Yeah.
Like always. And granted, yours was like, the 10-man and then the Soul Survivor type stuff, but it held true to the standard that was Survivor Series. It was as the pillar, as the big four main events.
I have two articles. I'll do one. I'll do both if you want. I have they rank the top 10 best teams of all time in Survivor Series, and then they rank the pay-per-views in order. How they
Gotcha.
rank. So which one you want to do? You want to do both?
Let's do the pay-per-views in order.
Okay, pay-per-views in order. Number. Let's see. Hold on one second. Okay. Ranking all 31 Survivor Series. This is as of 2018. Okay, this is 33rd, so these two last two don't count. 93 was ranked 31st.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. 94.
What the fuck?
94 was 30th with Bob Backlund, Bret Hart.
That's that was the I Quit. No, that wasn't the I Quit match.
No. 90 was 29. 28 was 2010 with the Nexus.
Yeah.
27 was 2013. 26 was 91.
How is 2010 ranked better than 93?
I know. This is just cultaholic.com, by the way. 25 is Survivor Series 2000 with Austin with his fucking with the truck when he he forklifted the fucking limousine. 24 is Survivor Series 99. That was Big Show, Triple H, and The Rock.
Oh, okay, yeah.
23 was 2011. I was there with my nephew. That was The Rock and Cena against The Miz and Truth, I believe, or Miz. Yeah, and that's when CM Punk fought. 2012 Survivor Series with the forming of the Shield.
Right.
Okay.
98 was 21.
98 was a deadly game.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
2015 was 20. That's when Sheamus won.
Yeah.
He beat Roman Reigns. 2017 was number 19. That was Shane O'Mac and Triple H. 2006 was 18. That was CM Punk, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and the Hardys.
Yes.
17 was 04. That was Undertaker and Heidenreich.
Classic.
Yeah.
Matt classic that was.
16 was 2014, the debut of Sting.
That was a good fucking Survivor Series.
That was a good Survivor
That
Series.
actually should be a little bit higher.
15 was 03. That was Buried Alive, I believe. Kane and Taker.
That was awful.
14 was Survivor Series 92. Bret Hart.
See, Bret Hart against Shawn Michaels.
Well, Bret Hart is no Hogan or Warrior. So
Yeah. Well, Warrior was there, but he held him up for the fucking.
held him up for money. A fucking scumbag.
And that's an underrated. That's why that was a hard one for me because they had a great storyline leading up to it. Was Macho Man needed a partner, and he talked Mr. Perfect into it.
Yeah,
and Bobby
that was
Heenan,
cool. I like that.
That would during that primetime
Yeah.
sequence. That was a great. That's why that was such a toss up for me.
13 was 97. Montreal Screwjob. Right. 12 was 2008. That was Mark Henry, Cody Rhodes.
Oh, that was awful.
Shelton Benjamin, Randy Orton.
Really?
Yeah,
That's awful.
89 was 11.
It was 93-31. I don't fucking know.
89 was 11. That was with the Warriors. That
Yeah,
was
I remember that one.
the Rockers, Neidhart, and the Warrior. 05 Survivor Series was number 10. That's Flair and Triple H.
Was that the cage match or was that the
regular match?
The regular match. Okay.
Yeah. 9 was my Survivor Series, 87.
Okay.
Oh, I ranked out low, but whatever.
87. Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 8 was 01.
No, that's fucking terrible. No way.
Yeah.
The invasion one? No.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's terrible.
7 was 2009.
All right. A guy who was in his 20s fucking did this. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, of
Agreed.
course. I agree.
Agreed.
7 is Survivor Series 09. That was Kofi and Randy Orton.
That's no.
I like
Sorry.
their matches, though.
Sorry.
Love their matches, but
07 was Edge and Taker.
Really?
Ranked 6th. And it was
That was a Hell in a Cell?
Hell in a Cell.
Okay.
Number 5, Survivor Series 88. Why is this so? Where's the?
Yes, I think you got on the next page.
Was it? Why is it not going anywhere? Where's the next thing? This motherfucker. Hold on. Next article. No.
Yeah. No, not next article. Hold on.
See, you went to 5, and that was it.
Next, go to the next article.
Next
See what
article.
happens.
Okay.
it said you made it this far.
Oh, forgot it. That's it.
Yeah,
That's what it's saying. You made it this far.
It's a shit fucking list, though.
Well,
terrible.
94 wasn't on there. I didn't hear.
94.
80, 90. I didn't hear on there.
90 wasn't on there.
I bet you 90 should have been number. That should have been 1 at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know why 87 was ranked that 9th. I mean, 87 was a fucking great fucking pay-per-view. I mean, that 10-team elimination thing was fucking
How was Invasion number 9? 2000.
I don't know.
That's retarded.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
And 93 was 33.
93 was 31.
Are you what?
You
what- are
shitting
you-
me? Last on our favorite fucking Survivor Series is last on.
I don't
Fuck
get that.
you, Cultaholic. Cultaholic. Whatever. the hell-
Cultaholic. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for our impromptu, man.
Sounds good.
So listen, we were all thankful. Obviously,
Yeah.
we all said it. Thank you very much for hanging out with us tonight. And
Thank you.
This will be up on Friday, and we'll see you in December. It's I think the next one's December, right? We have
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
December 4th.
December 4th.
Be here.
Be here, be there, be square.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it, guys. Have a safe and wonderful holiday. I always end it with the Adam Sandler song, so we'll end it with that. Go to prowrestlingtees.com, please, and get us our fucking gimmick.
Yeah, buy some shirts, you fucking mooks.
Everything's on sale at Pro Wrestling. We do. Yeah, you know all the social media handles. Hit us up. Shining Wizards will be on in a couple of minutes right after this match with the pre-show, the post-show. I mean, so go to that. Go to the Rant EM for that, and we'll see you guys next week. Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Love to eat turkey. Oh, I love you. Love to eat turkey, 'cause it's good. Love to eat turkey like a good boy should, 'cause it's turkey to eat. So good. That clapping's messing my head up, man. I appreciate it, but I was trying to think of the next line. I'm like, all I hear is clapping. Here we go. Thanks anyways. Turkey for me, turkey for you. Let's eat the turkey in my big brown shoe. Love to eat the turkey at the table. I once saw a movie with Betty Grable. Eat that turkey all night long. 50 million Elvis fans can't be wrong. Turkey lurkey do and turkey lurkey dap. I eat that turkey, then I take a nap. Thanksgiving is a special night. Jimmy Walker used to say dynamite. That's right. Turkey with gravy and cranberry. Can't believe the Mets traded Darryl Strawberry. Turkey for you and turkey for me. Can't believe Tyson gave that girl BD. White meat, dark meat, you just can't lose. I fell off my moped and I got a bruise. Turkey in the oven and the buns in the toaster. I'll never take down my Cheryl Teague's poster. Wrap the turkey up in aluminum foil. My brother likes to masturbate with baby oil. Turkey and sweet potato pie. Sammy Davis Jr. only had one eye. Oh, turkey for the girls and turkey for the boys. My favorite kind of pants are corduroys. Gobble, gobble, boo, and gobble, gobble, giggle. I wish turkey only cost a nickel. Oh, I love turkey on Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Oh, thank you.
everything?
He didn't get signed, but he was going to go down there. Like, he was more or less signed without signing the fucking paperwork. He was told, show up at this date, get your affairs in order. We got it. And did that. They're essentially actors.
Yeah, buy some shirts, you fucking mooks.